To be a Steelers, consider others before you consider yourself. To protect your brother, even from himself. To give support at your own expense. And when wearing the black and gold suit of armor, make sure nobody desecrates it, disrespects it. Most importantly, we ourselves don't dishonor it. From previous legends who have donned the black and gold. These virtues I learned while playing for the Steelers are what make the legacy of the black and gold timeless. They are passed down in the locker room from the steel curtain to anyone who valiantly wears the black and gold. Creating a brotherhood that is deeper than money, business, and winning. To be a Steelers, consider others before you consider yourself. This is our culture, Steeler culture.
Now, here are your hosts, Rob and Dan, the SteelTwins.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Can you stop doing that?
Let's ride.
Please.
Let's ride.
Listen, stop.
Let's ride.
I'm going to disable that button.
We're 24 hours away from the NFL draft.
I get it, but don't over push the button.
Let's ride.
Stop. Steelers Nation, what's going on? Thank you guys for tuning in on this live stream on this Wednesday night for episode number 69.
Nice. Of the Steeler Culture Podcast,
yes,
man.
Sir.
We are 24 hours, not even less than 24 hours, 23 hours away from Caleb Williams becoming a Chicago Bear. May he have his best luck in his future endeavors over there in Chicago, as we have their former quarterback at quarterback for the Steelers in Justin Fields. So,
yeah, quarterback 2.
Nonetheless, man, we're less than 24 hours away from watching the NFL draft, folks. We are a little more over than 24 hours away from figuring out who will be the next Pittsburgh Steeler, who the Steelers will take in the first round. What pick that will be at, that's still up for grabs. It could be a 20, could be before, could be way after. I have no clue. Anything's possible in the NFL draft, man. The only thing that's got me going is that no matter what goes down tomorrow, I feel like something crazy is going to happen. The NFL draft is going to go haywire. The NFL draft is going to go completely left field. And in regards to our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers, something's going to happen. I just feel like something crazy is going to go down.
Omar Khan's got something up his sleeve.
It might not even be night 1, dude, that something crazy goes down. It could be a night 2 move. I don't know. I just have a great feeling that something massive is going to be happening in regards to the Steelers. Maybe another trade happens. Maybe for a certain player. Maybe for a certain pick. We'll see what happens, man.
Now, I will say, keep your expectations at a bare minimum.
True.
Because you don't want your expectations to get too high, but then you're disappointed. Like, oh, well, I thought something was going to happen. Because we're used to Omar Khan making these crazy moves, these crazy trades and decisions and everything like that. That seems to be the go-to for Khan. But I feel like when it comes to the draft, let's keep our expectations kind of low. That way, if something does happen, it's like, holy shit,
Right.
that actually happened.
I mean, my expectations are pretty low in that regard. I just have that impression that something's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be upset. I would prefer a trade back, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be disappointed in what they do in the draft.
Right.
I just get this impression that something's going to go down, especially with the recent news that came out today in regards to the Steelers.
No, I believe Omar Khan is plotting something.
Something,
Well,
man.
whether it actually happens, I don't know. But Omar Khan's he's going to try to figure some shit out. Swear jar.
It just feels like, there you go. It just feels like that he has someone within his grasp is what's being said today. At least from the reports, from the news that we have gotten today in regards to the Steelers, man. Let's get right into it early. First of all, we got to start talking with the news of Alex Highsmith. Alex Highsmith restructured his contract. He got a contract restructured today where it created more than $7 million in cap space for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This happens just one day before the NFL draft.
Yep.
Very interesting timing by Omar Khan, and this goes to tell you that something could be in the works, something could be happening, and Omar Khan could have something within his grasp.
Yeah.
Who that could be, maybe we find out shortly. But the fact that they're
And that's not just for draft picks.
no, it's not.
There's no way it's not just solely for draft picks.
No, it could be for a potential trade for a certain player, potentially at the wide receiver position, which is being heavily rumored towards the Steelers and has been for weeks now, for pretty much a whole month going onward. But the fact that he finally, he didn't do any contract restructures at all this offseason, not even before free agency period hit.
No.
He did no contract restructures, but he decided to restructure Alex Highsmith's contract to create more than $7 million in cap space on the day before the NFL draft.
Yeah, it's
You're telling me
it's a sheer coincidence.
You're
Yes.
telling me he doesn't have something going up his sleeve? He's got to have something.
Who's to say that more doesn't come? More restructures come along the way.
Maybe.
I
We might
mean,
get some
I
news
feel like
tomorrow.
it's bound to happen. I feel like it's inevitable. I feel like it should happen.
We might get some news tomorrow about Hayward or White or Minka. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Ogunjobi even, maybe.
I don't know, but, it's just very interesting timing in regards to Omar Khan. Now, in regards to what this could mean, clearly it could lean onto a trade for a certain wide receiver or wide receivers, because there's more than one name that's circling around the Steelers' rumor mill for trading for a wide receiver. The biggest name is obviously Brandon Aiyuk, and that's not going to end until either he signs a contract with the Niners or he gets traded elsewhere. It's not going to end. In fact, it's very likely that we get a draft day trade with Aiyuk included.
Yeah.
That could go to any team, but that could go to the Steelers. And seeing Amara St. Brown's new deal today that he signed with the Lions, my goodness. My goodness. It actually tells me that I don't think Niners can keep him.
Yeah, now with St. Brown's extension with Detroit, 4 years worth more than $120 million, with 77 of that guaranteed. Yeah, Aiyuk's going to want just as much, if not more. Most likely more.
Yes.
He's going to want to be within that $30 million range if he didn't before.
Well, with that guaranteed contract, that now makes Aiyuk
St. Brown the
St.
highest
Brown-
paid wide receiver in the NFL.
Yes, that overtops Tyreek Hill, who topped it at $30 million flat.
And Aiyuk's going to want more than St. Brown. He's going to want to be the highest paid.
Yes.
With how much that he's going to want to demand.
So this news absolutely just it difficults the 49ers trying to come with an extension for Aiyuk.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot harder for him.
Considering the fact that they were talking contract terms and they were nowhere near initially from what Aiyuk wanted beforehand, now with this extension, I don't think it's going to get any better.
And it couldn't come at a more proper time for Aiyuk. Like, he's trying to get a big deal. He's trying to grab the bag. He's trying to gain his big money, right? And now you get this Amara St. Brown news right before the NFL draft where it's rumored he'll be traded. I mean, come on.
This is
the stars are aligning here.
From a 49ers perspective, this is bad news for them because they want to keep him, but now with this extension, they're going to have to give Aiyuk what he wants, or else, hey, I want traded.
Right, but the thing is, obviously, he's still going to require a lot of capital to trade for before you pay him the highest paid contract for a wide receiver in the league.
And not only is San Fran going to have that trouble of wanting to give Aiyuk what he wants in contract terms and the money, same with whoever could be wanting to trade for him.
Right.
Do they want to trade that much capital and then give up that much money?
Yeah, perhaps that will lessen Aiyuk's trade value. Like, hey, we got to pay him 30-something million plus. If we trade for him, why would we trade this amount of capital? Maybe that lessens the trade value, but there might be a team out there that actually gives the Niners what they want. That'll only be determined within 24 or something hours from now.
Maybe.
If it actually ever happens. The Niners just might keep him. Who knows? But that really is interesting timing in regards to this entire situation regarding Brandon Aiyuk and his trade rumors, in regards to not just the Steelers, but any team.
Yeah.
So we talked about it yesterday. We talked about it the past couple of weeks or so. We would trade for Aiyuk, or I would trade for Aiyuk.
At the right price.
I would make the trade for Aiyuk if the price is right.
I would not overpay as far as capital goes, as far as contract terms goes.
If it requires a swapping of first round picks, like they get 20, we get 31, and Aiyuk, I'm doing it. If I have to trade a pick next year, anything but a first rounder, I'll do it.
Right.
If they have to take less, like a second rounder, or maybe throw another second, third next year, I'm doing it. Because I think it's worth it. Aiyuk is worth it. But anything other than a first, I do it. I just can't come to terms trading a first this year or next year without getting a first in return.
Of course.
But, we'll see what happens. Aiyuk could very well be traded tomorrow. He could very well be traded night 2. He could be traded anywhere. He may not even be traded. But one other wide receiver around the rumor mill that very well could be traded, and although the team is reluctant on trading him, it seems like they might as well just save the man. Just get him out of there. Like, is he really gonna fucking catch passes from Logan Wilson, or not Logan Wilson, Zach Wilson, and any other quarterback that they might select in the draft?
Yeah, the Broncos have received calls from a variety of teams about wide receiver Courtland Sutton and his availability.
Now, this is someone that we brought up when the initial Brandon Aiyuk news came out.
Yeah.
Like that video we made about Aiyuk, the tweet he made regarding Tomlin. At the end of that video, we brought up the idea of Courtland Sutton because it makes the most sense. And if they were to trade for a wide receiver, that's the more likely option because it's a veteran. We know the chemistry with Russ, and it's a lot cheaper. And it would give us the ability to get a veteran receiver in the room, fulfill wide receiver 2 without giving up so much and still filling the needs that we have.
Yeah.
This would make the most sense in the world. I know not everyone will be the biggest fan of it because it's not the flashiest, and the fact that Brandon Aiyuk and that idea is out there, people want that over Sutton. But if we can't get Aiyuk and get Sutton instead, that's still a very good trade. That's still a very good addition because Sutton is a very good wide receiver. It would be a great addition as long as they don't overpay for him.
Yeah, because last week he did not show up for voluntary workouts for Denver because he's seeking a new contract. So it's very similar to the Brandon Aiyuk situation as far as a team trading for said player, and they would have to give up capital and give the player that they're acquiring a new contract. It's just obviously much more cheaper than what Aiyuk is asking for.
Yes, it's a lot cheaper, and it also ties in with Highsmith getting his contract restructured because Sutton wants a new deal, and we could use that $7+ million to give him a new deal, a cheaper contract. Maybe restructure his contract very similar to what we did with Dante Jackson when we traded for him.
Yeah.
Just going to throw that out there. And this is becoming a little more popular now. This is becoming a little more likely now because according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, who used to cover the Steelers internally before Brooke Pryor took over, he says the Steelers are a team to watch in trade talks with the Broncos for wide receiver Courtland Sutton. Now, yesterday we talked about the report of Tony Pauline from Sportskeeda in regards to the Steelers talking with the Broncos to trade up for pick 12 for Quinion Mitchell. That is what came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. Why would we trade up for a corner? Why would we trade up in general with how many needs we have? But trading with the Broncos is still very likely because Sutton is a very possible option. And I'm a fan of Sutton. We threw him out there, it seems like a month now, and it's just the more realistic, probably the better option. I know Aiyuk is the better player. He would cost more in terms of capital and cap space. Mm-hmm. But with Sutton, you would trade less, you would pay him less. You know you would already have that chemistry, and you could still fill all the other needs on your team, which is still a lot. And it would cost a lot less to get him. A minimum, probably the max you would give up is maybe the 98th pick. And here's the great thing about trading for Courtland Sutton. It would not rule out drafting a receiver within the first 3 rounds. I wouldn't rule it out because they still need another receiver.
Yeah, they need extra bodies. You know, trading for a wide receiver, whether it's Aiyuk, Sutton, whoever, it still doesn't rule out them adding another body in the wide receiver room in the draft, whatever it is.
No, and they need to, especially if they get Sutton, because we don't know if Sutton's going to be here that long.
Yeah.
At least if they were to trade for Aiyuk, you know he's here for the long term. Can't say the same for Sutton, but he's still productive.
Yeah.
And what's good about him is he's a veteran. He has that veteran aspect to him. He brings that leadership in the locker room, which we need in the wide receiver room. We don't have a leader in the receiver room. Don't expect Pickens to be that because he's not that. Not yet. He hasn't been in the league long enough to be that.
No.
Sutton would be that leader. And that's a very underrated aspect in trading for a guy like Sutton because God knows we need a fucking leader in the receiver room. Swear, Joe.
Not only that, but God knows we need a true number 2. At this current stage of Sutton's career, he would be a number 2. I think he's approaching 30 years old, so he's not exactly a number 1. He was never really that consistent as a number 1, but as a number 2, that's his prime spot.
He's also had
very,
very poor quarterback play.
I mean, God bless him.
Yeah, now, he has had injury concerns as well, but you saw last year with Russ, he had 10 touchdowns.
I mean, we're talking about the Broncos here when it comes to quarterbacks.
You're right.
Outside of Russell Wilson's miserable play the first year, I'd say. It was a bounce-back year last year.
Yeah.
But now, Zach Wilson is his quarterback. Does he want to catch passes from Zach Wilson?
Save this
Garrett
man.
Wilson, I guarantee you didn't want to catch passes from Zach Wilson.
No. That's why we've always thrown out Sutton, and now that it's really coming out, it's one of those things like, yeah, this makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Because it's so much cheaper, you still get a viable option, and you can still get so many needs in the draft while also addressing receiver early on at the same time, if they have to.
You're bringing in a guy that Russ already has great chemistry with, 10 touchdowns last year.
It just makes all the
get
sense.
points.
28 years old he is.
Yeah.
It makes all the sense in the world. I know he's not the flashiest. He's not an elite weapon. He is not Brandon Aiyuk. And I think, like, if we were to trade for Sutton other than Aiyuk, that would really disappoint a lot of fans out there because of the idea that Aiyuk is out there.
Oh, the hype.
Idea that Aiyuk is up for grabs. And if we don't get Aiyuk and we get Sutton, everyone considers that a downgrade. But Sutton, you cannot take away anything from Sutton.
No,
Sutton would be a very good addition.
yes, Aiyuk is better than Sutton. We all know that.
But we know it costs more. Me, personally, I would make the move for Aiyuk if the price is right, if it makes sense for Khan and the Steelers to do it without having to give up so much. But at least with Sutton, you know you don't have to give up so much.
Yeah.
You don't have that grasp from the other team, like, hey, give us this and you'll get this guy. At least with the Broncos and Sutton, you have a little leverage yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not pressured to give up a lot.
Yeah.
That's why we really like the Sutton news, and that's why we like Sutton as an option.
From a Broncos standpoint, if I had to think from their point of view, if they don't want to get rid of Sutton, reportedly, they don't want to get rid of Sutton, but if they do, I would imagine that they're going to want something solid in return, some solid capital.
Well, here's the thing. They don't want to get rid of Sutton, which is true because last year they almost gave Sutton to the Ravens.
Yeah, I remember that.
Before the Broncos pulled out of the deal, which means they wanted to keep Sutton.
Yeah.
But Sutton did not show up to voluntary workouts. Sutton wants out.
Yeah.
Sutton wants a new contract. Save the guy. You're in rebuild mode. You are fixing everything. You might as well just scrap the whole damn
foundation and just rebuild. Literally.
Exactly.
So Sean Payton needs to completely fix that team.
Yes.
He's not going to do it with Zach Wilson as his quarterback.
You already got rid of Judy, bro. You already got rid of Judy. Like, just completely revamp that team, man.
But in that case, because the team could be looking to acquire Sutton and give him the contract that he's seeking, thus putting their investment, their money, time, years, and investment into Sutton, Denver could be thinking, hey, we want something pretty decent in return.
Sure, well,
like a day two pick.
Well, sure, especially because let's look at the Broncos wide receiver room. If they lose Sutton, they do not have
all they
wide receiver one.
All they have is Marvin Mims,
That's
and he's not number 1 yet. And their draft capital within the first 2 days is 12 and 76.
Yeah.
They're going to want something handsomely. They're going to want something nice.
I'm not trading anything higher than 98. Or perhaps if you trade 84 and can get like a 4th or 5th out of it, then yeah, you can do that. Because you're still acquiring an extra pick.
You could probably do that with 98, really.
Probably could.
Trade 98 for Courtland Sutton and maybe a 5th round of theirs, because within day 3, the middle of day 3, they got some solid capital right there.
Right.
So it's like if they can snag one, they get rid of the 3rd that they got from Philly, but in return, they're getting a pick in like the 4th or 5th
Well, it's
round.
almost like they were to double
while
dip.
getting a number 2 receiver.
Well, it's almost like they were to double dip in the draft because they would trade, like, for example, they trade 98 to the Broncos for Courtland Sutton, and then you can still draft a receiver anytime. It's essentially double dipping in the draft, only you're getting a proven veteran talent.
Yeah.
I know his contract is a little concerning, but I think the Steelers will restructure that. I think that the restructure of Highsmith is telling a lot of untold stories right now. That story will eventually be told. That story will eventually be finished during the draft, after the draft, whenever the Steelers were to make a move. Because Omar Khan is not doing this unless he has someone within his grasp.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you who. No one knows who. It's all speculation. But the rumors are saying either Aiyuk or Sutton. Maybe he has something greater up his sleeve that we're not even thinking about. But those are the only 2 viable options out there, is Aiyuk and Sutton. No one else is up for trades. And no, not even T. Higgins, because the Bengals aren't doing that. Bengals are not trading T. Higgins to their rival.
It just wouldn't make sense.
No.
It doesn't make sense from a divisional standpoint.
No.
It's just stupid.
No, it would not.
From both sides. You're going to give up a star player to your rival, but then that rival's giving up high capital for that star player. It doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It's stupid.
No, so, I mean, Khan's got something going, dude. And I know we say it a lot, Steelers fans say it a lot, especially on social media, that, Khan is always busy or Khan's got something brewing, but I really do feel like he's got something going on, man. Something crazy is going to go down. All I know is that within the next 24 to 96 hours, we're going to be looking at some wild stuff in regards to the Steelers. I just get a feeling that we're going to make a pretty interesting trade.
I'm keeping my expectations low because that's what I did with the whole Justin Fields rumors. That's what I did with the whole Russell Wilson talk because I didn't believe that stuff was going to happen.
Yeah.
Did I think that there was a possibility? Sure, but I didn't think it was going to happen. I kept my expectations to a bare minimum.
Right.
And then when it happened, I was genuinely surprised. I was genuinely shocked. Same with the Deontay trade.
Yeah.
I did not think that they would ever trade away Deontay based off the contract they gave him and how much they appreciate his play on the field. But I guess the locker room antics were just too much for them to handle, which I can understand.
Yeah.
But when they made the move, I was surprised. I was shocked because my expectations were low. I'm going to go into the draft with the same mindset, the same way. And if something happens, then you're going to see my reaction, my genuine reaction of like, holy shit, it happened.
Yeah.
That's just the way I am. That's just the way I have my mindset when it comes to this team.
That's a good mindset. Keep your expectations low.
Yeah, because when it happens, it's like, wow, blows your mind, literally.
Yeah, and it's not really an expectation. It's just the vibe I'm getting.
No, I get it. And listen, I agree with you. I do think Khan is plotting something. It's just a matter of if he does make the move, if it comes to terms.
Right.
If it does happen.
So, all I know is we'll find out shortly. Maybe we don't do anything. Maybe this is all just wish-wash. Maybe this is all just rumors, but we'll see what happens.
Maybe a smoke screen, right?
I don't know. Maybe like that Quinion Mitchell report, which I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, then yeah, it's an absolute smokescreen. But it's in relation to the Broncos because it's interesting. Because yesterday we got a report that the Steelers and Broncos are talking about trading up for 12 from Tony Pauline, and now today we get reports from Jeremy Fowler that the Steelers are a team to watch in trade talks with the Broncos for Sutton. So there's got to be some truth here. Just like with Aiyuk, there's got to be some truth there because it's too constant to not be.
Yeah. They're talking. I have this sense that they are talking.
Perhaps I'm wrong, but something's going down. Something's going to happen. At least I hope so. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be too upset because I understand the depth we have in this draft class that, you know, if we don't trade for a certain somebody, we're still going to make up for it in the draft. But I don't know, I just think something's going to go down, man. This draft is going to be crazy. Absolutely insane, bro. And we ain't got to wait that much longer, bro. 24 hours from now. Not 23 hours from now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
23 hours from now, Caleb Williams will be a Chicago Bear. God, good luck to him.
Good luck to the Bears, really.
But yeah, that's pretty much the update there. Otherwise, there is news regarding Justin Fields and his fifth-year option. The
Yeah.
Steelers are not expected to pick up the $25 million fifth-year option on Justin Fields, which
There's no point.
no shit.
And there's no
Swear to
need. There's no need. I mean, Fields has done nothing to earn that right, and it just would be just a bad business move as far as a cap standpoint goes.
Yeah, you're not doing that. We all knew that was going to happen. They're going to exercise Najee's. They were never going to exercise Fields.
What they're going to do, what I'm confident they're going to do is what Green Bay did with Jordan Love. They gave him a short-term deal, a short-term extension, and they were like, prove yourself. Showcase why we invested our time in you, why we invested our money into you.
Yep.
And then look what Jordan Love did. And then I believe he got extended actually, like pretty decently.
Yeah.
So I can see the same thing happening with Justin Fields. A short-term deal, maybe a 1-year, 2-year extension.
Yep.
You know, solid capital. And then it's like, Fields, here's your chance, run with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen, man. They're going to give him the opportunity in 2025. He might see some starts this year, depending on whatever goes down at the quarterback situation with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. So, but he's going to get the chance, but not under the fifth-year option. We knew that was going to happen. Good business move on the Steelers' part, and yeah, he will get an opportunity on a lesser deal.
Yeah.
So there you have that. But it is expected. It's not reported, but it is expected that the Steelers are going to pick up Najee's fifth-year option, which is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Absolute no-brainer.
That's the one you pick up. That's the one that, you know, he's earned.
Well, it's a cheap fifth-year option, and he's earned it. 1,000 yards every single year. He might get another 1,000 this year, which is impressive. I know people think, 1,000 yards in 17, 18 weeks now really isn't that impressive. Well, when you consider only 8 running backs did it last year, yeah, it's kind of impressive.
Yeah.
In a passing league. When he was splitting carries with Jalen Warren with a ferocious offensive line.
Yeah,
With a
Najee
ferocious
has
offensive
been dealt with a bad hand of offensive linemen throughout his Steeler career. And Najee's still been able to go out there and perform and showcase why we selected a first-round pick on him.
Yeah.
He does it year in and year out, and I'm confident that he will do it again.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's going to be getting his fifth-year option. I know they have till May 2nd to exercise it, and I'm sure they will. So we can anticipate that come after the draft. But that's for after the draft, man, because, you know, the draft is pretty much, it's here. It's not here, but it's here, man. It's crazy. It's already Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's already Wednesday.
I told you it'd be here before you know it. I said that Monday, right?
Before we know it, we'll be live tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like in the blink of an eye,
Exactly.
Man. Wow.
Speaking of tomorrow, the Steelers did determine that Cameron Hayward will announce the Steelers' first-round selection tomorrow, and on day 2 for the second round.
Jackson Powers Johnson. What?
I hope so. Day 2, round 2, Pat Frymuth will announce the second-round pick.
Xavier Legette. What?
Bro, you just spin out favorites, huh?
Wish list.
Wish list.
Wish list.
Listen, I'm right there with you.
Just saying.
I'm
Who's
open-
going to do the third round? Is Pat going to do the third round too?
I don't know. It might just
Or
be
both
some
of them?
representative of the NFL.
No.
I don't know. They do it every year.
I don't know. But yeah, we'll be getting some Steelers representatives, Steelers players announcing the next Pittsburgh Steelers in the next 2 days. So that's going to be very interesting to see, man. Very interesting. It's going to be, I'm just thinking about it tomorrow, bro. 24 plus hours from now, we're all going to be sitting here. We're going to be glued to our televisions. The Steelers will be on the clock. We'll be like, just be not able to sit still, wondering who the hell we're going to pick, who's going to be on the board. I just can't wait for it. I love that feeling, dude. I love that anticipation. The fact that it's almost here is just making me very impatient, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We got a $5 super chat from Menard's Maniac. He says, Courtland's the man, go get him. I hope so. I would very well accept Courtland Sutton. Trade 98, maybe get a 4th or 5th out of it. Maybe he won't cost that much. Maybe he only cost a day 3 pick. In that case, trade 119 for him.
Yeah. I mean, I think Denver's going to want something handsomely in return for Sutton. But it could just come to a point where Sean Payne's just like, I'll take anything at this point. That could be the scenario as well. I don't know. I don't know what Sean Payton's thinking. I don't know why you traded for Zach Wilson.
Right.
Like, you were better off signing the Walmart guy. Like, come on, dude.
Right.
But, you know, Denver's in a lot of trouble. And they're better off just trading away the best available players they got for whatever capital they can achieve.
Yes. Let's see. How do I say this? Christis, who's an S10 member, says, we are going to move up for Rome Odunze. I doubt it. Odunze is a top 10 pick. I'll be very shocked if he moves out of the top 10. Very shocked. Now, if the Steelers want to trade up for 12 for Rome, I don't hate that.
Right.
But again, trading up is going to cost a lot. So would they do that?
I don't know if they would, again, with the amount of positions they still got to fix and fill.
Too many.
And listen, I love Odunze. The guy's fantastic. He might actually go before Nabbers.
That's bold.
I wouldn't be surprised, though. I mean, Rome's legit.
He's my receiver 3, man.
He's legit, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Nabbers were to go before Harrison or if Rome were to go before Nabbers. You know,
These draft boards, man, are crazy.
When it comes to the Cardinals and the Chargers, you know, back-to-back 4 and 5, they're no doubt going wide receiver. I mean, like, it could be the obvious, it could not be.
Right.
I don't know, man.
No. So, the King says 20 and 51 for Sutton and 12. I don't feel comfortable trading 51. I think we need that. Because if we trade up for 12, then what are we getting? Corner, tackle, probably a tackle, right? Maybe Flocka's there. Then at 51, you don't have anyone at 51.
No, you got 12, then you're waiting all the way to
84.
Yeah, no.
And then you miss out on a top center.
And I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not.
I would trade 20 and 84 for Sutton and 12 if they want to take that. But I know the Broncos are going to want a second-round pick since they don't have one.
Yeah, again, 12 and 76 is a long wait for Denver.
Yeah. But maybe that's what they're going to have to take.
I don't know.
See, the Broncos is a good trade partner if they want to trade up. And I'm not trying to entertain so many trade-up options because I just don't think it's in the cards for the Steelers this year. It was last year. It made sense. All they gave up was a fourth. You know?
Yeah, with the 20th pick, they're in a prime spot to take best player available or the best, you know, offensive lineman that they want if they desire O-line round 1, which I would. Or they could trade back and get extra capital. They are in a prime spot at 20.
Right.
I wouldn't trade up and give away capital.
No.
I'd either keep 20 and take the player that I'm looking for or hoping that falls to me, or I'm trading back and getting extra.
Yeah.
Those are the two scenarios that I'm doing.
Yeah, and we really like the trade back option because it's likely that this is going to be an incredibly tackle-heavy first round with tackle-heavy top 20 picks.
Yeah.
Because, listen, there was a tweet or a post, whatever you want to call it, from Daniel Jeremiah this morning or this afternoon. He said, if I can find it, because I want to get the exact words properly, but Daniel Jeremiah, who, as you guys know, is an NFL Network insider, he said, to summarize my last 5 phone calls, everyone is moving up for an offensive tackle. This could be a very offensive tackle-heavy first round.
Yes,
very offensive tackle-heavy first 20 picks.
Speaking of Daniel Jeremiah, he just came out before he went live. He came out with his final mock draft. He has the Steelers taking Tyler Guyton at 20. Yeah, no thank you.
Hard pass. That would be terrible.
Over Graham Barton.
That would be terrible.
He has Graham Barton going to Dallas.
I would take Barton over Guyton. Are you kidding me?
All day, every day. If it came
Guyton?
down to those two,
No.
I'm Barton, bro.
Bro, that's a reach.
At least you're fixing center.
You better trade back and get Barton.
Guyton-
But even then, I don't like Guyton.
Guyton, he may have to redshirt his whole rookie year, dude.
He is so raw. Not a fan. And if you draft an offensive lineman in the first round, they better start day 1.
That's just the way it should be.
Yeah. Last year, you kind of got away with it with Broderick. This year, you can't. If you go O-line first round, they better start day 1. There's no sitting these dudes no more. Guyton? Ew.
No.
Not a fan.
Now, guys
I might actually break my TV.
early to mid day 2 at least.
No.
Not top 20.
But getting to my point, this might be a very offensive tackle-heavy first 20 picks, where if the Steelers are really targeting a tackle, then they might be able to trade back because certain guys might not be there.
Right.
And then with them trading back, they can still, depending on how far they go, they could still go after the best offensive lineman, whether that is Barton, whether that is Frazier, JPJ, maybe another tackle they really like, or they take a corner later on. Maybe they go receiver late first round, which I don't rule out.
Yeah.
Maybe AD, if they like McConkey enough. I would love McConkey. But, you know, because of the fact that it might be so tackle-heavy early on, that the Steelers should really start entertaining the idea of trading back.
Mm-hmm.
I know Con says everything's on the table, but that should really be on the table. That should be one of the first things that comes to their mind when it comes to what do they do in the first round. It's either stay at 20 and take need or best player available, and then trade back. Not even trading up. It's either stay or trade back.
Yeah.
And I think trade back is just a smart decision because they have so many other needs. They could use another top 100 pick, and they can still get their guy later on if they desire to.
Yeah.
Just makes sense. And honestly, man, Khan, he will make a move. He will get a deal done if it makes sense.
Yeah, like last year when it came to trading up with the Patriots, because Bill Belichick just wanted to screw over the Jets.
Of course he did.
He settled for less. He had better offers, but he settled for less because he hates the Jets.
Yeah.
That was a great offer. That was a perfect spot and a perfect team to trade up for, and it worked. It worked for Khan. This year, I mean, I can't really point out which team would be the right team to trade up with.
Right.
I really can't, and I don't think any team would want to settle for less.
Right.
I don't.
No, me neither. So, I mean, again, anything's possible. M. Dennis becomes a member of the STN. Appreciate you, Dennis. Shout out to Dennis who's becoming an STN member. For those that don't know, man, want to shout out real quick. Tomorrow night and night 2 of the NFL Draft, there will be giveaways for these 2 jerseys you see in the background. George Pickens will be given away tomorrow night. Joey Porter Jr. will be given away Friday night, night 2. All you got to do to gain entry into these giveaways is just join the channel membership. Become a SteelTwins Nation member. Join the STN for $1.99 a month. That's it. And you gain automatic entry. And then we'll announce the winner on both nights of the NFL Draft. For Pickens tomorrow, and Porter the day after.
Yes, Pickens is night 1. JPJ is night 2.
Yes. So anyone that's an STN member, you guys get immediate access, immediate entry into these giveaways. So,
And to all the new STN members, we appreciate it, man. We really do.
And to you guys tonight, man, sincerely, thank you guys for joining us tonight. It has not been a good day. I'll just put it that way. It's not been a good day. I won't get into the details, but it's just not been that crazy of a day for me personally. So we appreciate you guys for joining us tonight and using you guys as an escape.
Yeah.
Using this draft as an escape. And that's one of the great things about this week is it's something we so much look forward to because all of us here, you guys in the chat as well, put so much effort into the prospects, into the scouting, into just thinking what's best for the Steelers. Mm-hmm. And it's also an escape from reality. It's an escape from so many other things in life. It's an exciting factor. So thank you guys for that, man. Seriously.
Yep.
Where we at in the chat? Steelers need to trade down with Tampa or Buffalo. Get that extra draft capital and take Zach Frazier to be the cornerstone of your offensive line in the next 10 years. JPJ is hurt and not a scheme fit. I disagree. I think he is a scheme fit. I think he would fit well in Arthur Smith's zone run scheme. Frazier, I will admit, would be a better fit, especially with that wrestling background. He is the most pure center in the draft. I just like JPJ a little better. I think he's the best center in the draft. Frazier is just behind him. Mm-hmm. He's a lot more pure. He's a lot more healthy. He's a lot more starting experience. So if we go Frazier over JPJ, I'm not going to hate it because we're still getting a center. And you're getting arguably the most natural center in the draft class. But yeah, trading back and still getting a guy like that would be an advised move. It really would. Cardinals at pick 4 will go Dallas Turner or J.C. Latham. They will go Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
I thought that was already locked. Where else are they going to go?
They're going to go wide receiver.
They got to go wide receiver.
They're going to go with the guy.
Yeah.
They're going to go with the guy with the bloodlines and the better production.
Right. Let's see. Guyton is horrible. He would be there at 51. I don't think he'd be there at 51, but yeah, him in the first round is a reach. It's an absolute reach. I just don't understand that by Jeremiah.
I'm not the biggest fan of Guyton.
No,
I know he's got a great frame and he, has flashes, but I think it's just too inconsistent.
Yeah.
And that's because of his rawness. He does need to develop, but even then, I feel like there's better options. I prefer a Blake Fisher later. I prefer a Roger Rosengarten later. I prefer a Christian Jones out of Texas later than Tyler Guyton.
Yeah.
That might just be me, but based off the tape that I've seen and the scouting that me and Dan have done here, I mean, like, they just kind of they come off as better prospects and with better upside.
Well, they're just, a little more natural. I want to get into Daniel Jeremiah's final mock because
All right.
he has the Steelers select. First of all, let's see all the tackles that go. So He has Latham going at 5. Really? He has the Chargers passing on Nabbers when they have no receiver. But he has Latham going at 5 to the Chargers. He has Joe Alt going to the Titans. I think that's almost a lock. Olu Fashanu going to the Bears at 9. He has Fuaga going to the Eagles and a projected trade with the Broncos. Interesting. He has Fatanu going to the Saints. I could see that. I could absolutely see that.
Mm-hmm.
He has Mims going to the Commanders at 19. And they would trade up with the Rams. Interesting. And then he has the Steelers taking Guyton at 20. And then after that is Jashawn Newton. Then Graham Barton at 24. I don't know why the Steelers would take Guyton over Barton. I'm taking Barton all day.
that doesn't make any sense to me.
He even has Cooper DeJean falling to the Packers at 25.
Yeah,
Would the Steelers take Guyton over DeJean?
No.
Or
No,
DeJean?
DeJean would be best player available. You're telling me Tomlin wouldn't like DeJean on his team?
Of course he would.
That would be his new toy, his Swiss Army knife.
Literally. Yeah, I don't know what Jeremiah's talking about. That is just silly.
Yeah, that's not good.
That is just silly.
That's not good.
You're telling me the Steelers would take Guyton over Barton or Cooper DeJean?
Who's he think? Kevin Colbert's still in the office? Like, this ain't Colbert no more.
No, thank God.
This is the Con era.
Thank God. Guyton looks abysmal on tape. Maybe the right coaching can get him right. Yeah, but, I mean, I don't think it's us because our offensive line coach, I'm still not a fan of Pat Meyer. Still not, but, I mean, yeah, right coaching, he'd have to sit, but, I mean, no. If we're going O-line, they're starting day one. I'm sorry. That's either Barton, that's any other center, and that's any tackle before J.C. Latham. Maybe Mims. Mims is borderline day one starter. If he's healthy enough and he impresses enough in camp, he can start day one. Otherwise, I just don't see the Steelers doing that to Mims.
Right.
I don't see the Steelers rushing Mims day one.
Well, center, that guy's day one.
In fact, let's talk about Amaris Mims a little bit because this is going to be fun. Could you see Amaris Mims being selected a lot sooner than many think? Could you see him going a lot higher?
Yes, absolutely. I think it'd be a big gamble for certain teams to select him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the upside is 100% there. If they trust their coaching, if they trust the process and his development, then, yeah, I think he could go a lot sooner than some people may think.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some teams, there's going to be some other war rooms that might look at Mims highly or a little more highly than like a Fashanu or like a Fatanu or maybe even a Fuaga, which is ludicrous, but there could be teams out there, I think it'd be silly if Mims were to go before any of those guys because he's not those guys, not even close.
Right.
But I could see Mims going a lot sooner than many think. I could see Mims going before Fatanu, which would be stupid.
Yeah.
That would be stupid by any team, but I could see it.
Yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Graham Barton is even on the board at 20.
And he could be taken much earlier than some people may think.
Yeah.
A team could trade up for him for all we know.
I don't know. I mean, this is one of these things where it's actually very, you can't rule anything out. And you always got to expect the unexpected. You always got to anticipate something crazy that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Every single year we see some team or teams select this guy over that guy, and we're just back sitting like, what?
Yeah, who remembers? I can't remember what year it was. I think it was maybe 2021. Who remembers when Alex Leatherwood was selected by the Raiders before Christian Darrisaw?
That was
when
stupid.
Darrisaw was arguably the better. Well, he was the better tackle, arguably the top tackle in that draft class. Yet
Yeah.
Darrisaw fell all the way to the pick before the Steelers.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Who remembers that?
That was stupid.
And then where's Leatherwood now? He's a free agent. Is he even playing the sport anymore?
No.
Like-
I don't think so.
Now, that was a different Raiders administration. It's completely changed. It's completely different. The mindset is different with Pierce and company, but you guys get the point. You
Right.
know, like moments like that do happen. It's crazy.
Yes.
Seattle. Seattle's a team that also like reaches quote unquote for certain talent.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Remember? All
Yeah.
the time?
Them, Raiders, Giants, what other teams? Maybe the Chargers sometimes.
Yeah.
I can see the Chargers doing something like that. Mark says, did you hear the rumor Steelers moving up to 12 and for who? Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in last night's live stream, the Tony Pauline report from Sportskeeda. If they would have traded for 12, it's a tackle. I'm not trading up for a corner. That's stupid. Then it just makes the Deontay Johnson trade a little more silly. Like you trade one of your top receivers for a cornerback 2 just to trade up for another cornerback 2. Like if you're trading up, you're drafting a tackle.
Yeah.
And me personally, I'm hoping that's Fuaga, but
Yeah, Fuaga is one of my favorites.
yes. Like if Fuaga is there, if he makes it past the Jets, if he makes it past the Vikings, or if he's there right before the Raiders, I don't see how he gets past the Raiders. If he gets there right before the Raiders, and there is some legitimacy to those trade talks, to those trade reports, then yeah, that's enticing.
It could be a situation like last year where Denver's just like, screw you, Raiders.
Yeah.
They'll take whatever. They'll settle, right? Like Bill Belichick did last year with the,
Could happen.
Just to screw the Jets.
Could happen.
If they want to settle for that.
Yeah.
I mean, Fuaga, he would be your day one starting right tackle. Dan Moore, he's the swing guy. He's the backup.
Yeah.
Dan Moore no longer on the offensive line.
Thank God. I can dream. I can go to sleep.
I wouldn't complain about that. I wouldn't.
But
But again, I feel like, staying at 20 or trading back is more likely the case.
well, it's just the smarter decision because you look at the teams that they could potentially trade up for. I don't see Fuaga making it past the Raiders. If he does, then yes. Oh my God. You take him before maybe even like the Bengals or any other team could get it. Maybe the Saints could get a hold of him.
Yeah.
If he makes it past the Raiders, yes. Otherwise,
Oh, if he makes it past the Raiders, I think he's a Saint.
yeah. Otherwise, if he doesn't, which I don't see happening, you either trade back or you either trade up with the Vikings or the Broncos, and they need tons of capital.
Yeah, they do.
So you are literally going to have to trade some top capital to trade up into the draft. I don't think Steelers can afford that this year with the number of needs they have.
No.
It just doesn't sound feasible unless it's like last year where they trade up and don't give up a lot.
Last year was right place, right time, right team, right moment. This year, I don't see it.
As a matter of fact, man, if the Steelers if the Steelers trade 20 and then 98 and maybe like a third or fourth next year, I think that's doable.
Maybe.
Because at least you got 98 from Kenny. That's that extra pick. You can use that to trade up.
Could they just trade 20 and 98 and just,
Oh, sure.
be it?
Oh, sure.
And maybe get maybe day 3 capital, if anything, in return?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they can do that.
For number 12, maybe?
I just don't see how that's a realistic option with the teams that need so much capital.
Right.
Like the Vikings and the Broncos.
Right.
I just don't see the mold there for a trade partner. For a certain player, yes. But to trade up into the draft, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Unless Khan pulls another, magic trick, yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. But, it does depend what they would give up if they do trade up. But it seems more like just trade back is the better scenario. Stay put or trade back. I think we can all agree there. If Edgar and Cooper is there at 51, would you be mad if we pull the trigger? No. No, because linebacker's a need. Linebacker is going to be a necessity. Linebacker might be one of the top picks next year in the 2025 draft because we mentioned it yesterday in the live stream in the final mock we did when we traded back with the Cardinals and was able to take Jeremiah Trotter 98.
Yeah.
Linebacker, we're looking at a situation potentially next year where Landon Roberts and Cole Holcomb are both gone, and all you have is Patrick Queen, and then who's starting opposite?
You're screwed.
So if they take a linebacker early, maybe a Peyton Wilson falls, maybe Edgar and Cooper, maybe Trotter later on, maybe some other guys, right? Mm-hmm. Then yes, absolutely. I'm not hating it because you're getting phenomenal depth, and you're going to have an answer next year.
Yeah. And the Steelers they adore Edgar and Cooper's size. They adore his play style.
And I don't rule out defensive line either.
No. We've stated several times, defensive line is a true dark horse day 2.
Yes.
They've shown a ton of interest in all rounds, really, when it comes to defensive tackle. But there's a lot of stud defensive tackles day 2.
Yes.
A lot. We're talking Chris Jenkins, Bloodlines. We're talking Ruko Roror. We're talking Braden Dorless. We're talking Brandon Fisk, who's my personal favorite, day 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fisk would be nice.
There's just a lot of talent there.
Fisk would be nice.
If the possibility to select defensive tackle with one of your early day 2 picks is there, I don't see how, they pass up on that. I think it's a high possibility Because, again, you got to focus on defensive line for the future just as much.
Yes. Because very much like linebacker, we could only have Benton in the room next year with Hayward and Ogunjobi gone.
Yeah.
Our front seven can be incredibly bare, which is why we think trading back is just a better option because it would help fulfill those depth pieces this year with some answers next year.
While you're still addressing offensive line and wide receiver if they don't trade for one. I mean, like boom.
You got to think about next year as well.
Long-term fixing.
Yes.
Long-term solution.
You got to think about next year as well. I know we have more pressing needs for this year, but you really do got to think about, next year's needs a little bit, especially if, there is some smoke to this Aiyuk rumor or any other whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you think, we're probably going to take a quarterback next year early as well. You're going to have some pressing needs next year.
Yeah.
So if you fill some of these depth pieces and then depend on them for 2025, and then most of our needs next year are a lot less.
Yeah.
So I know they can't fix everything. So let's pump the brakes on that a little bit. We can't fix everything. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
But trading back would certainly allow the idea of just bringing in those guys to fill those roles, especially since those classes are pretty decent.
Yeah.
Especially where the Steelers will be trading back.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things that we want to throw out there because
it's where the Steelers and Con have to be careful if a trade were to happen. I'm talking about trading for a wide receiver or trading up, giving up capital, because with the moves that they've made, the quarterback they got, Russell Wilson, the chance they're going to give him, they're going to go with him. They're obviously in win now mode. They're always going to be. As long as Tomlin's the head coach, they're going to be in win now. They're going to be vying for a Super Bowl.
or a playoff spot.
Or a playoff spot, yes.
Because they're not winning Super Bowl under Tomlin.
But in this case, to be aggressive and get a top-notch player, it's aggressive. It's an aggressive approach. I can appreciate that. I adore that. I respect that.
Yeah.
It's something that I can appreciate that we do now have with the Steelers at GM and Omar Khan.
Yeah.
I do. But it's also something where they have to be careful.
Sure.
Considering the Steelers' recent history and resume when it comes to the regular season and then the postseason.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, do they want to throw all this for this 1 year when in previous years, we've shit the bed?
Yeah.
We've been underperforming.
No, you're right. But I do trust them. Well, I trust Khan.
I trust the front office. It all matters on when it comes to that football field.
Yes.
And how Tomlin leads the team.
Well, even then, I'm also just thinking of depth in general because our depth on the front seven has been ass.
And not just depth for this year, but for the future down the road.
Yeah.
That's just as important.
Can't grab a fucking coin, swear to. I gotta grab two.
Come on, bro. Limit it, bro.
Limited, unlimited. Anyway.
You should put $1 in there just for saying that.
No, I'll say this though.
Let's ride.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's our QB, dude.
We give
That's
49ers our first and next year's second for Aiyuk in 31. I'm doing it. If we can pull off next year's third, that's even better. Would you do that? Yes or no? Would you give the Niners our first and next year's second for Aiyuk in 31? Chad, let's get your guys' opinion. Would you trade our first, the 20th pick, and next year's second for Aiyuk in the 31st pick?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
I'm still getting the first. We're going 11 spots back, but we still got a first rounder this year. A second next year, that's not too bad to give up. It's not.
I know it's
it really
it's
isn't.
a high pick. Well, it's an early pick. You know what I mean?
It is.
Well, it's not early in the Steelers' regards, but it's a second round pick.
You would also have to owe Aiyuk $30 million, to which, if they're in repeated discussion for him, it goes to show they're not worried about paying him.
I'm paying him.
I think what it is just a matter of the compensation that they would have to give up.
Yeah.
Paying him is not the problem.
No,
I don't think that's the problem.
We can pay him.
If the problem was paying him, they would not be talking to John Lynch.
Yeah.
The problem is the compensation.
Sure. That's what
it is.
Oh, yeah,
that's what it is. They don't want to overpay as far as compensation goes.
Khan's aggressive, but he's not foolish.
And I stated this last night, like Jalen Johnson before the trade deadline. He was aggressive about going after Jalen Johnson.
Right.
And he knew that he was going to be a pending free agent, so we'd have to give him an extension, but that didn't stop him from trying to acquire him. But the Bears were aggressive in wanting what they wanted. He just didn't budge.
Right.
And that's what Omar Khan had to do in this scenario.
Well, that's it. You know, he's aggressive, but he's not stupid.
No.
He'll make a trade
He's not
when
desperate.
it makes sense.
He's not desperate, and he's not going to budge.
No, he's not going to crack under pressure. He owns the negotiation process.
And it's just a Steelers mentality. It's like, here's our offer. If you're not going to take it, well, it's good talking.
Exactly. Simple as that.
Like, look at the Tyler Boyd situation. Yeah. Here's our offer. Take it. If you're not going to take it, well, then sayonara.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you what you want. All right.
It's as simple as that, man.
They're not desperate.
It's as simple as that.
They're not desperate.
Let's see. We are Steeler out west with a $19.99 super chat. Says, here's $20 for the swear jar. I got you. I got you. Good, because that's going to refill, because we put at least 20 in here every time. I got you. Appreciate you.
Steeler out west. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the $20. Yeah. That will be in the swear. That will be in the jar by tomorrow, man. Swear to God. That will be in the jar by tomorrow. Especially if certain guys fall off the board so rapidly.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be fun, man. Tomorrow's going to be very
Oh, it's going to be an
fun.
epic night.
Yeah. Sutton is the better option. Trade for Sutton instead. Way better value per dollar. No, you're not wrong. That's why, like if we trade for Sutton, I'm not upset at all. In fact, I favor Sutton a little more because it's just more cap friendly, more draft capital friendly. It just makes more sense. I know Aiyuk's the better player. He'd be here more long term, but I mean, Sutton is the most typical Steelers move.
Yeah.
Just makes the most sense.
It wouldn't be a bad move.
Yeah.
Sutton's not a bad player.
No.
Nowhere near a bad player. Never was.
He said, if we trade for Aiyuk, I'll donate another 50.
Con, get the phones working. I'm kidding.
That's definitely not going to happen. Wink, wink. That's definitely not going to happen.
Come on, Con.
It's not going to
How
happen.
many phones you got, huh?
Let Aiyuk be a San Francisco Cat problem. Let those come to Con with sweet offers, then Con going to them. Pitt's got the poker shark. Yeah. Con is he's in the driver's seat of the negotiation process 100% of the time. He does not let other teams pressure him into increasing his offer. He does not let other teams pressure him into making a stupid decision. He knows what's a fair offer. He knows what makes the most sense for the team. He knows what's the best for the Steelers. He knows what to give up, when to give it up.
Yeah.
He owns the negotiation process. He's not foolish. He owns it. So
Yeah, because
if he can work his magic again for a Sutton or an Aiyuk or trading up for whatever, then
yeah, because if
Get it done.
Con was the opposite, he would be what the Chicago Bears gave away for Chase Claypool.
oh yeah.
I mean, enough said right
Who
there.
remembers that?
I remember.
Hey,
that.
didn't we get like this guy for that?
Yeah, isn't he a son? Isn't he the kid of a certain legend,
I think so.
certain
I
Steeler?
think so. Didn't he get that interception versus the Ravens?
I believe he did.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Didn't he lock down Puka Nacua?
He did, man. What a hell of a fucking trade. What a hell of an addition. Yes, sir.
That's a. You know, we said that Minka Fitzpatrick was the steal of the century. No, that was the steal of the century.
That's the heist of the century.
The heist. Yeah, you're right. That's
Heist
a better
of the century.
term.
Shoot.
That's the better term.
That's incredible. Moving onward, man. Moving onward. Since it is the night before the NFL draft, swear jar, yes.
Twas
sorry.
the night before the NFL draft.
Twas the night before the NFL draft, and you know what? Just for fun, man, we're going to be doing a live little mock draft here, where you guys in the chat will be doing pretty much all the selections. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to do a full first round mock draft because we haven't done one this offseason, and we think with you guys in the chat, this will make it a lot more interesting. So we're going to do a full first round mock draft, and then we're going to do a Pittsburgh Steelers mock draft where you guys will be doing all of the decisions. We won't. We will be listening to you guys. So this is going to be interesting. I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
Let's have a little fun here, guys.
Now we are here on PFF. I know no one's a big fan of that, but I mean, I like the trade little, what is this you call it?
Trade system.
Trade system. You can trade players, especially with the rumors coming out, especially with you know, like Trey Hendrickson, T. Higgins, Brandon Aiyuk, Courtland Sutton, blah, 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 all that, right? It just makes it a little more interesting. So we're here with the number one overall pick. I mean, I only have to ask you guys in the chat. We already know Caleb Williams is going to be a Chicago Bear within 23 hours from now.
Yeah, you said the chat was going to do it.
Well, everyone knows it's going to be Caleb Williams.
What if they wanted to say Drake May?
That's not happening.
Come on. You said the chat was, you broke the rule. You broke the rule. You're not following the rule.
Okay, but let's not. We know Caleb Williams is a Bear.
Well, yes, but you said the chat would do it.
Well, they were going to say Caleb Williams anyway. Regardless. All right, number 2. We have the Washington Commanders. Obviously, they need a quarterback. They're going quarterback.
Yeah,
is it going to be May? It's going to be Daniels.
Let's be legitimate here. I mean, yeah.
Spencer Webb, Jordan Addison. What the heck? You guys are getting crazy.
Come on, guys.
Drake May or Jaden Daniels. Now, if I'm the Commanders, I'm going Daniels, but I can definitely see them going May.
Now, Daniels is the better player.
He is.
I think he's the better quarterback overall.
Yeah.
I do.
So most of the chat is saying Jaden Daniels. So the Commanders go Jaden Daniels, number 2.
There we have it.
Overall. Dan Quinn gets his new quarterback. Number 3, we got the New England Patriots. Lord knows they need a quarterback. They got little Mac Jones out of there. He's backing up Trevor Lawrence over there in Jacksonville. So do they go Jake May here? I mean, they need a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a no-brainer, right? Unless maybe we can entertain some trade options. But how far would they want to trade back?
See, I mean, they could take Drake May here, which, I mean, if I'm New England, if he's the best available quarterback on the board, I would. It's with this J.J. McCarthy, hype. I wouldn't be surprised. I would. I'm not saying take J.J. McCarthy, but for some reason McCarthy's getting all this hype.
Whoa, the chat is saying McCarthy.
Yeah, see, they have this. Yeah, they have the same, thing because of the hype. I don't get the hype. I don't think McCarthy's all that.
No, I don't either. I think he's a bum.
Harbaugh can hype him up all he wants, saying, "Oh, he's the best quarterback in the draft." No, he's not.
No, come on, bro. Stop, Cap.
Stop being a homer.
Stop. That's not. No. So, but the chat is saying McCarthy.
Reports say they love May.
That's what I heard too. The chat is saying McCarthy. While we're listening to the chat, this is gonna be fun. Fuck it. That'd be hilarious.
You want to talk about a Daniel Jones moment?
J.J. McCarthy is Zach Wilson 2.0 system quarterback. In my opinion, Drake May better. No, I agree. But the chat's saying McCarthy, so we're going to go with the chat. All right, now we have the Arizona Cardinals, the Steelers graveyard. They got to go Marvin Harrison Jr., bro. This is a no-brainer, right?
Could be Harrison Jr., it could be Nabbers.
Could be Nabbers.
Nabbers could go before Harrison. That's a high possibility.
Could be Nabbers, bro. I think the chat is in agreement. We going Marvin Harrison Jr. Electric Visual says Vikings trade.
I mean, listen.
Well, let's see.
May is there, and the next team I see that needs a quarterback is the Giants, and the Vikings.
You're telling me the Cardinals would pass on Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Look, I mean, I don't know, because they have a lot of capital. Would they want to get more in return?
But what the hell can they trade? They have nothing.
Both firsts. Are they that desperate? That would be stupid, though.
I could absolutely see them packaging both picks, but are they that dumb?
They got a first rounder for a reason. A second one.
Bro.
Is it a possibility, guys? Do you think it could happen?
Bro.
Some people are saying Odunze.
Yeah, I could see it. I could absolutely see him in the first. All right, fine. We're going to make this interesting. We're going to put a poll in the chat because I feel like this is the best way of
communication.
Okay, so
Marvin Harrison. Minnesota has 2 first-round picks because they're trying to move up in the draft. Not sure if they're going to be able to do it, but they're trying, says Steeler out west. Yeah. Giving up 2 firsts for a quarterback, that's a big risk, but they don't have a QB.
Well, it's what you got to do to get to your quarterback, right?
Yeah, I would suppose so, right?
Let's start a poll in the chat. Let's get you guys engagement. Because this is interesting, because May is on the board, man.
They could package 11-23 and a 2025 second or third. 11 and 23 may just be enough.
They don't have a 2025 second. They got rid of it.
Oh, Minnesota. Oof.
Yeah, at least on this system here, they don't have it. Would they trade next year's first? No, they would trade 11 and then next year's first.
Is that enough?
They would have to. But no, the Cardinals are going to want more than that. To move down 7 spots to pass on MHJ, they would get 11 and next year's first. They're going to need something else this year.
Maybe a mid-round selection, maybe 129.
No, they want 108.
Maybe Minnesota trades back from 23 and gets extra capital. I could see that. I could see that.
Well, the majority of the chat is saying MHJ, 48%. Hold on, let me see. Let's look at this draft board. Let's look at this draft board. Look at the Giants. I know the Giants need a damn quarterback. Could the Giants trade?
They wouldn't have to give up much.
No.
And it would just be their way to secure because they don't want to make sure another team trades up. Like the Vikings or whoever. Or even Denver.
To move up 2 spots, would they trade their second?
I don't think it'd be that much.
2 spots. 2 spots.
Maybe a third. I could see that. You guys, what do you think?
What do you think? Cardinals traded down last year. Did they? No, I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to check because I'm not that educated.
Well, I know they got Paris Johnson. We were kind of pissed about that.
I was pissed off when they got Paris Johnson. That was my guy last year. Let me see. That's
this year.
Yeah, that's this year. Last year.
Yeah, no names are established yet. There we go.
Cardinals. Los Angeles traded a first-round selection as well as a 2021. Wait, what? That's the wrong one. Detroit traded first and third-round selections, 6 and 81st to Arizona exchange for first, second, fifth.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. For who? For what? I don't remember.
Well, in this case, with the 4th overall pick, I mean, I feel like we got to come to a decision.
Yeah. Pick 20 is a curse. Yeah, you can blame Kenny Pickett for that. Hey, Dan and Rob, can't wait for tomorrow night. It's going to be wild. We'll be tuned into you guys. Appreciate it, Jim. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the stream tomorrow night, man, and Friday night, and watching with you guys. It's gonna be absolutely exciting. All right, so the chat is saying MHJ. So do we just go with that? Do we just make this as easy as that? We're drawing.
I feel like we've been on the board just as long as the limit would be. So it's like, yeah, I think we have to come to a decision.
Yeah, let's just go MH.
I mean, listen, with Arizona, they've established that Murray is their franchise, and they need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And they have plenty of capital.
Plenty.
So I can see Marvin Harrison Jr. going to Arizona here.
Let's just do it. All right, now we have the Los Angeles Chargers.
We know
they need a
what
receiver.
they need.
They need a receiver so badly.
Desperately, bro.
So badly. Now, let me see something. God, the Bears have nothing. What the hell?
Well, Ryan Conley, who's been a member of the SCM for 13 months, appreciate it, Ryan, says Tony Khan just got jumped by the Young Bucks. Are you kidding me?
Okay. I actually forgot AW was on tonight. Wow, that's interesting. So
they gave Tony Khan a Melter driver.
He took a
bump.
Cool.
He must have been marking his ass off.
Probably. So, yeah, we thinking Malik Nabers here. I think it's an over. Now, there's been no trades yet.
They need receiver, dude. They got rid of both for cap reasons, but, like, Justin Herbert needs a target.
Yeah.
He needs a target.
There we go.
I think it would be Nabers.
Yeah. So let's just go Nabers here. Now 6 with the Giants. Giants could use some capital. Giants could definitely use some capital. I know Drake May's there, but when you look at these teams, there's not many teams here that really necessarily need a quarterback. Titans are probably running with Levis. We know Falcons got Cousins.
Caleb's taken already.
Right.
A-Rod's there. The only team that would be is Minnesota, but the Giants ain't budging. They're not riding with Daniel Jones. There's no way.
No. But could they trade down just a little bit? Maybe a team wants to trade in front of the Titans for a tackle.
Well, which team would that be?
I don't know.
What are we looking at here?
Maybe the Saints, but they are trading all the way down to 14.
I don't even know if they have that much capital, man.
Saints probably not. No, they don't.
They need more of a right tackle because Ramczyk, he might be out for the season with what he's dealing with.
Let's see. I mean,
Quarterback's right there.
yeah, you're right.
What are you guys thinking?
May, Alt, Odunze, trade with Minnesota. Think Minnesota could trade? Maybe the Giants are going to go with Daniel Jones again.
What?
You heard me.
For Brian DeBull's sake, he better not.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying.
Just admit you failed. Just admit you failed. You made a mistake. Take the dead cap and just be like, yeah, we got a better quarterback. Here we go.
Right.
If a quarterback's there, there's no way the Giants pass up on. Right?
Especially May. I mean, he fell all the way down here.
Yeah, especially if McCarthy goes before him.
Yeah, let's go May. Might as well. All right, Titans. Joe Alt, right? They need tackle. They need left tackle.
Yeah.
No
Definitely.
trades have happened yet. No trades have happened yet, but you know, let's think here. Titans are not going to pass on a tackle. They're just not. I know they could use some capital. Maybe they trade down just a little bit.
Unless they go defense here.
No, they need tackle, dude.
They do. You're right.
Maybe they go corner. Do they need corner? No, they just traded for Snead and got a Woozy. Yeah, they're good at corner. Yeah, it would be Alt. They need tackle, bro. They need to protect their franchise, and the chat agrees. Joe Alt. All right, Falcons. Now, this one I've always been a little like...
Back and forth?
Yeah, because I don't know where they're going. I don't know exactly what they need. Call me a casual.
They filled offense completely with targets for Kirk Cousins. They signed Kirk Cousins. They got a fabulous running game. They need defense. They need secondary help. They have Jesse Bates. They got A.J. Terrell. Outside of that, who the hell do they got?
Maybe they need edge rusher. Who's their edge rusher?
That's a great question.
Who the hell is their edge rusher?
I don't know.
Who's their edge rusher? And the best edge rusher in this class is probably Dallas Turner from Alabama.
He's all the way down there, though.
So, that's not going to stop him from being a top 10 pick.
Yeah, might not. Might not. They
Well,
could go
look,
D-line.
Jaden Daniels was ranked, what was he?
He was 21.
Yeah, 21st ranked.
Which is horseshit.
Yeah, when we know he's going to be top 3. So, yeah, we thinking Dallas Turner, folks. Turner or Latu. I could see Latu. I could definitely see Latu.
A lot of people are saying Dallas Turner.
Yeah, probably Dallas Turner.
See, I think corner could be one of those positions they could take, like a Mitchell maybe. But they do need pass rush.
Well, corner stacked.
It is too. Yeah.
And look at the capital they have. They have 8, 43, 74, 79. They got some decent capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are we thinking? We thinking Turner or Latu? They're definitely going D-line now. That's inevitable. They're going D-line. OD40K says, I can see them taking Mitchell. I could see it too. But I think they can wait for corner. They can probably, if he falls somehow in the second, maybe they can get like a Kool-Aid McKinstry.
A lot of people saying Turner.
Yeah, Turner.
Dallas Turner.
Murphy, D-tackle. Don't they still have, what's his name?
Grady Jarrett.
Yeah, don't they still have Grady Jarrett?
Yeah, they have him, but I don't know if they have anybody else alongside him.
Let's go Turner. We're going to go Dallas Turner here. 9 with the Chicago Bears. Now, this is where I'm going to really entertain a trade because, my God, look at the Giant. Look at the Bears' capital. 975. Bro, they only got 4 picks. That's got to be a draft low. Got to be a draft low. So I'm starting to think there's a team that could trade up here in front of the Jets who could take tackle. They could take tight end. Maybe someone really wants Brock Bowers. Maybe they trade up with the Jet or in front of the Jets for an offensive tackle because they think the Jets might take one. Although,
yeah, a trade's going to happen here, no doubt in my mind. Their next pick is what, 75?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they're going to trade back. They're going to get extra capital.
Let's see. Let's see what the Raiders got to offer. 13, 44, 77. They got capital to do it. I could totally see the Raiders trading up here. What are you guys thinking?
Could it be
Trade with the Saints?
See, because I'm looking at the Jets right here.
Saints
Like,
don't have
they
as much
could-
offer.
They could go tackle, although they kind of have the starters already with Moses and Tyron Smith. I think Brock Bowers is a Jet because they don't really have a true number one tight end, and that would just complete their offense fully.
Right.
They could go D-line because I think they have Quinion Williams, but I don't know who else they have alongside him. So they could add a defensive line if
Yeah.
they wanted to.
Yeah.
In that case, a team that could be looking to get a defensive tackle is maybe the Rams. The Rams could be a candidate to trade up in front of the Jets because, AD retired.
I can see it. So we thinking of trade up, folks? I can see Saints trade here. Saints take a quarterback. It's possible.
It would be Bo Nix. Would have to
let's
be.
look at Saints. I mean, they don't have a lot to offer. They really don't. But Saints need a tackle too, don't they?
Right tackle.
Right tackle. Really?
Yeah, Ryan Ramczyk. He's dealing with a serious condition or injury, whatever it is.
Is that right?
Yes. He's expected to miss the season.
Wow, that's news to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was reported like a month ago.
Oof.
Yeah, Derek Carr's screwed.
Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay. I mean, I know they got their receivers. They can always take one later. Yeah, they need tackle, dude. Really? That is a shame. Poor Ramczyk. See, I think they're going to rely on Carr for another year. I don't know if they take quarterback so soon.
They're not going to give up after 1 year.
No.
There's no way I see it. Especially the money they paid him.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can totally see the Saints trading up, especially if they need a tackle.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a Saints trade, man. So they can't trade 45, so they got
No, they won't.
they got
And it's only 5 spots.
but the Bears are gonna want some capital for this year. You know what I mean?
Well, then if that's the case, then the Saints may not be the best trade partner.
I mean, it says the trade is likely to be accepted.
That's PFF though.
So, Steelers trade here. Bowers, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Screw it. We're going to do that. We're going to do the Saints trade up. Although that's not totally a fair trade. Fuck it. All right. So, now, the Saints trade up with the Chicago Bears. Now, who they take?
Tackle.
It would be tackle, right?
Tackle.
So, it would be Fuaga.
Yeah. And I think he's worth the top 10 selection.
Yeah.
I think he's top 10 material.
Yeah, it would be Fuaga, right? Chad, would you guys agree? Or do you think maybe they go Bowers? Do they need a tight end? Maybe they need Rome. I know they need a number 2. Maybe they're relying on A.T. Perry too much to be their number 2. Do they need another corner outside Marshawn?
No, don't they got... Who's that other cat they got?
Oh, Paulson Adebo.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's a solid number 2.
Rob says quarterback. Really? Knicks? Really? That's terrible. That's terrible. That would be terrible. But I mean, I don't want to roll anything out. Olaf Fashanu, yeah. Interesting. All right, let me get a poll in the chat because Bears need an edge rusher. Well, they can get an edge rusher at 14.
Yeah, they could get Ladu if he's there.
All right, let's get a poll in the chat.
No, Shad Khan did not come out after Tony. What? Are you serious? What are they doing?
Let me see. Or next, let's get some polls in the chat here. So, where do we think the Saints go? It's either gonna be Olufashanu, Fuaga, or Knicks. I would think Fuaga. I mean, if they're gonna trade up, they're gonna because they have Trevor Penning as a left tackle, so they would need a right tackle, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my thinking, but let's see what the chat's going to say, man. The majority of it's saying Ola. Interesting.
Don't they have Trevor Penning, though?
Yes. Yes, they do.
I don't know, man.
See, I remember I wanted this guy to go into the draft last year.
Yeah.
It's smart that he opted to go back for another year in college, but I remember, man, I wanted him to opt into the draft last year so bad. You got Fuaga, the best right tackle in the draft class. It's very undecided. Well, they're going tackle. I think that's decided. It's just who. It would have to be Fuaga. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
I think it's Fuaga, man.
I think it's Fuaga too. I mean, I know the majority of the chat is saying Olu, but see, this is the chat's deciding. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, we got to put our personal opinions to the side.
So Alu and Fuaga are like neck and neck right here.
Let's get more polls in the chat, man. Ola or Alu or Fuaga. It's gonna be one of these two.
It's going back and forth. I'm like watching it right
Could
here.
Penning play right tackle?
Does he have experience at it?
I think he does. Yeah, he has brief experience at right tackle. Very brief experience.
I mean, they can move him over, and then you would get your left tackle.
The majority of the chat saying Fuaga. All right, so we're going to go Fuaga just to keep this moving.
All
We're going to
right.
go Fuaga. Jets. Now, Rob is very hell-bent on Bowers.
I don't see how Bowers is not a Jet.
I don't see how he makes it out the top 10.
They're
What-
going to want to give A-Rod targets.
Well, what else do they need? I know they need another receiver.
Yeah, but it's a stacked receiving class.
True.
Bowers is there.
What's their draft capital look like? They have 10, 72, maybe. Ooh, do they trade back?
I don't know, man.
In front of the, hey, who needs a quarterback in front of the Vikings?
God damn, fuck the Vikings, right? Damn.
Who needs a quarterback?
Broncos. But they need extra cap. Raiders.
Raiders, you're
Raiders.
right. You're right. Perhaps the Raiders. Raiders do need a quarterback. God almighty, they need a quarterback. What capital they got? Raiders. They got enough to
Oh man, they can give some up.
They got enough.
They played pretty decently with Aiden O'Connell. I mean, like they kept some of their free agents. They signed some mega free agents. Christian Wilkins
Right.
gave them big money. Still got Devontae. Who's a running back now?
I couldn't tell you.
Didn't they sign a new running back? Because Jacobs is a Packer.
Because we know, I mean, the Broncos don't have a lot to give up. And I think they need capital rather than trading it away.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders are a little more hungry for a quarterback. And at least they don't have to start whoever they draft here. Day one.
Alexander Madison, that's their running back.
Who?
Raiders.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're drafting a running back later. That's for sure. But
Raiders and Broncos expecting to make a move up for a quarterback. Okay, I'm thinking the Raiders here, guys, because they have the more, they have the more desired capital. Now it's 3 spots, so I don't want to give up too much. I want to be a little realistic here. Perhaps 13. Do I want to give up 44? Would the Raiders want to do
for
that?
3 spots, I think that's too much. Maybe 77. I think that's more tolerable.
77. You think? Oh, they're not interested. I can always force it, though. You guys thinking the Raiders?
Yeah, Raiders have more draft capital. Jets going left tackle here. They could.
I could see it.
They could because, I mean.
Olu's there.
Yeah, I know they signed Tyron, but he's there a year minimum.
Well, let me see here. Could the Seahawks trade for a quarterback?
Alu, Penn State tackle is what the Jets want since we took Broderick away from them.
Yeah, true. All right, so maybe the Jets should stay here.
They could take tackle.
I think, dude, they got. Let's be honest, man. They need O-line, bro. Seeing how A-Rod got hurt in 3 plays last year, yeah, they need O-line. So we thinking Alu. Yeah, we'll go Alu here.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Make it interesting. All right, Vikings. They're going quarterback, right? They got to go quarterback, right?
At 11, if they stay at 11, yeah, right?
Well, it's either Nix or Penix. Penix might be a little bit of a reach. I can actually see Penix being taken in the first round. I really can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, who the hell is their quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Yeah, they gotta go quarterback. Personally, I take Penix over Knicks, but I mean, Vikings, man, they'll take anyone at this point. So what we think? We thinking Knicks or Penix, guys? Either way, they're gonna have a quarterback with an X at the end of it.
Colton says Penix Jr.
Yeah, I like Penix better. I'm not a fan of Knicks. Penix is he's a project too. I mean, both of these guys are, but I think Penix is a lot more farther along.
Let me say this. Based off what Penix did in Washington at the college level with the 3 targets he had, how pass heavy that was, that's exactly Minnesota's play style. That's their scheme.
Facts.
Their tight end, Hawkinson. They got Justin Jefferson, of course, and Jordan Addison.
Or maybe they take another position here and wait till 23 to take Penix.
If they're confident Penix
Take
is
Bowers.
There. I mean, 2 tight ends.
Take Bowers.
2 tight ends right there. I mean, they could do that.
Why not? Do they need a corner? I'm sure they need a corner.
Who's their... No, their number 1's Murphy. Byron Murphy.
It's not a number 1.
And who's the other guy opposite? I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you either. God almighty. AJ Green. Shaq Griffin.
Jawan Williams.
Oh.
They could go Mitchell here. They could go defense.
No corners off the board yet. That is surprising.
Minnesota could take it, and then they could fall to 23 and take Penix.
Right.
Are we thinking that, guys?
Because we can always take quarterback later, and they can take one of the best players right now if they really desire to.
TJ Black says they have no defensive back 1, so Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah. Who's their edge rushers, too? They still have... No, they got rid of Hunter.
Daniil Hunter's a Texan, but they replaced him with Jonathan Greenard. Texans and Vikings pretty much swapped edge rushers in free agency.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Greenard's good. He had a
I
breakout
know he's
here.
good. Okay. Have fun.
It's not a bad replacement at all.
Fun with that, but okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean, they need corner, bro. All right, so now this is a controversial topic because I think Arnold is the number 1 corner, but Rob and I think multiple others think that Mitchell is. So they need corner, bro. They need defensive back help, especially since they ain't got no quarterback. They're going to have to rely on the defense a little bit. So Mitchell or Arnold, because, I mean, Cooper's an option. I just think they need a more pure, like, cornerback 1. I think Dejan can be a cornerback 1 in the future, but to start off, he's going to need a scheme that's going to use his flexibility properly.
They're saying quarterback is more of a priority for Vikings. Absolutely, without a doubt. But they have that extra first rounder at 23.
Yes, that they got from the Texans. And the Texans got from Cleveland because...
They can fall back at 23 and still get a quarterback.
Right. They can also fall at 23 and select corner. So vice versa here. I think corner because they can absolutely wait. Because these two it's too high to take these two, man. You got to go one of the best players available. Arguably the best player available.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
I seen something on Twitter. When the ESPN camera show Tony Khan sitting in that Jags office tomorrow night, it's a Project Strong in the neck brace.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, so we go Quinion Mitchell. Now, the Brackets.
Let's ride.
Who they go?
Um,
Well, they got to go quarterback, right? They got to go quarterback, right? Or, hey, let's entertain some of these trade talks, right?
they got to trade back.
They got to trade back.
They got to trade back.
With who? Maybe the Eagles, because that's gaining steam.
Yeah. And the fact that Mitchell's gone, they may want to go Arnold. They can sacrifice it. They're in win now. They are.
Yeah? Yeah, I
And
can
they
see it.
they get a second rounder in return.
Yeah.
You tell me Denver wouldn't take that?
Yeah.
They take it in a heartbeat.
Just saying, man. People are saying Steelers, maybe Steelers trade up for 12. Let me see. Where's the, let me see. I want to see the Eagles roster real quick.
Seattle, Denver, and Raiders will take quarterbacks if Vikings don't get one early. Maybe.
Seattle could take quarterback. I think they have other pressing needs. They need more edge. They need a guard. They definitely need a guard. But With the 12th pick, yeah, I think it's inevitable the Broncos are going to trade out. It's just finding the proper trade partner. Eagles are being tossed around. I don't find it feasible for the Steelers to trade up here. So we're going to entertain the Eagles, but who would they trade up for?
It would have to be defense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking cornerback.
Thinking corner?
I'm thinking Arnold. If Mitchell's off, it's Arnold.
Yeah.
Or they could go Cooper. They could. It's not far-fetched.
They could take Cooper.
They can move that guy around. They really could. I mean, they kind of have that guy with C.J. Gardner-Johnson back, so they can move him around.
Yeah.
But having two players like that that can do pretty much the same thing, it's kind of deadly.
Right. Rob says Steelers take Bowers and trade Muth. I doubt that happens, man. I doubt Muth. Dude, they're not trading Muth when he's about to select the second-round pick for the Steelers. Not happening. So, yeah, you just want to do this straight up front?
Well, Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's just do that. All right, Philly trades up. Who they select?
Chad, what are we thinking? We thinking Arnold? We thinking cornerback?
It would have to be corner,
We
right?
thinking Cooper?
They don't need edge rusher. Or do they?
No.
I know they still have Josh Sweat. They have a boatload. They have
They signed Josh.
Nolan Smith.
They signed Bryce Huff.
Bryce Huff.
They traded away Hassan Reddick, but they signed Bryce Huff.
Yeah.
They still got edge rushers.
Yeah, it's true.
They never run out of those.
No, that's never a concern with them.
Secondary, I mean, like, it was a mess last year.
Yeah, tell me about it. Cooper DeJean, Latu, Rome. Teams that need cornerback aren't taking Cooper. I bet teams see him as a safety, not a corner. Yeah, then that's probably a feasible option for the for any team rather to not trade up for a guy like Cooper because they see him more as a safety, and safeties don't have as high value as they used to. Cornerback for Philly. Arnold, all three players are Georgia and Bama guys. That's true. That's true. I'm thinking Arnold, man. They got to trade up for a corner. They need it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could use edge rusher because Latu's arguably the best player available right here.
People are saying that they think they'll take a wide receiver.
Why? They just paid Slim Reaper.
Yeah, and I mean, A.J. Brown's fucking a beast.
Yeah. Don't think they need receiver at all. Think it would have to be for defense, right?
Yeah.
It's either Arnold.
Right?
It's either Arnold or Latu. Arnold or Latu. Maybe Eagles want to put. Maybe Eagles do want Cooper, and they could toss him around at safety.
They could do that.
Because I know they got Reed Blankenship. Who's their other safety?
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, Garner. That's right. They did just sign him back.
They signed him back.
Yeah. Interesting.
Again, they can move him around, but they could have two players that they could do that with.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit less predictable.
We're going to go Arnold here. All right, now the Raiders. Raiders could take quarterback. They could absolutely run with Minshew. Maybe they go offensive tackle. Latham's on the board. They need a right tackle. They could take Latham.
They need QB, though.
Sure, but they need offensive tackle.
They do. But they're in a spot where they can take one, a QB. While tackle, they can wait, especially since they didn't trade up. They're in that prime spot where they can still take a stud tackle round 2. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure. But you're not getting a day 1 starting tackle day 2. Not when they lost their right tackle.
I don't know where they're going.
Who's their right tackle? I think they have their edge rushers. Obviously, they got Crosby. Then they get Tyree Smith or Tyree Wilson last year. You know, like they're not hurting at edge. Byron Young last year was good. For the most part, they have their secondary. It would have to be a tackle. I don't think they go tackle here. Raiders go speed, Odunze. Penix, Latham. Penix, really? You guys think they go Penix? Interesting. Daniel Jeremiah said it'll be Penix. I mean, hey. You want to go Penix?
I could see it. They need QB. And with Minshew as that bridge, Penix can develop.
Right.
He wouldn't be rushed.
Right. No, that's very true.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's either tackle or Penix. And if they go tackle with Latham. So either Latham or Penix. Because I doubt they even look at Nix's way.
People are saying Penix, man.
All right, let's go Penix. Let's make this a little interesting. Now we got the Chicago Bears here again. All right, so they took Caleb Williams at 1. They traded back from 9 with the Saints at 14. They could still take Rome for wide receiver
Yes, they can.
if they want to go wide receiver. Or they could use a tight end because who the hell is a tight
Cole
end?
Kmet.
Oh, come on.
He's severely underrated.
Oh, come on. How is Brock Bowers still on the board?
Dude, Kmet is underrated.
We're doing something wrong here. How is Brock Bowers still on the board, bro?
Bro, this first round mock is completely butchered.
Well, all this is not going to, this is all going to be irrelevant in 24 hours from now. Half of this might be right.
If we're lucky.
No, I mean, they did trade for Keenan Allen. Let's not forget that. So maybe they don't need receiver.
They really don't.
They don't need line because they got Darnell Wright last year. They got Tevin Jenkins as a tackle, as a guard. Who's their center? I mean, they're not taking center early. Let's rule that out. Let's rule that out.
Maybe edge?
They're good.
Edge.
Yeah, I can see edge.
They don't have an edge rusher.
No, they got Sweat.
That's it.
They got Sweat. They
That's
got Gravon Dexter last year.
Yeah, but he's interiorly.
I know he is. Maybe they go another edge rusher.
Latu.
Thinking Latu.
Latu's there.
Latu.
If Latu's there, they're not missing on him.
Adunze makes sense. Bears taking Adunze. They're not taking wide receiver. They have no wide receiver. They don't have wide receiver. Latu verse. See, this is all over the place. I don't know, man. Oh, Bears can go anywhere. Maybe they trade back again. I don't know.
No one, the Bears don't want to surprise me.
Hold on. Let's see here. Because I know the Colts need a receiver badly.
Electric Visual says Murphy.
Ooh, I like that. I could see that. I could really see that.
Could be Latu, though. I mean, he fits, right?
Yeah, he does. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? This is all over the place. Latu's a great fit. Murphy. See, they got Moore and they got Keenan Allen. They're not desperate at receiver. I feel like they're kind of desperate at D-line. And Latu's there, dude. I'm just saying, Latu's there.
That would be hard to pass up on.
Right. I mean, Latu, there's Newton, there's Murphy. So, they want to go any one of those options, and there you have it.
Yeah.
Interesting. They got Sweat. They do got Sweat, but they got anyone opposite?
I don't think.
I don't know if they have anyone opposite, man.
If I were to check really quick. On their roster.
Bowers and Caleb. I could see it. Rome is special. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's just Sweat. Outside of that, maybe DeMarcus Walker, but, you could do better.
Who?
You could do better.
Who? Call me a casual. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this man is. All right. It's either edge rusher or receiver. Or defensive line. One of the two.
Dominic, what's good, bro? How you doing tonight?
It's good, Dominic.
Rome without a doubt. I mean, just to add another target with him. Maybe.
Well, Keenan Allen ain't going to be here that long, right?
No, he might not.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go, Rome.
I mean, listen, if Rome falls out, there's no way he falls out of the top 15.
Well, I want to think of edge rusher. I mean, they had... Fuck, I ain't got
Yeah, but there's no way Rome falls out the top 15.
No. There's no way, right?
And
There's no way.
listen. They're going to want Caleb to succeed.
They're
The
gonna
way to
need him
do that
succeed.
is to give him targets and more targets.
They're gonna need him to succeed.
So I can see it.
Yeah, let's go Rome. Because first of all, I'm basing this also of how the hell is he still on the board. Let's go Rome. All right, now.
Was it CD all over again?
Now Colts, they're going Bowers. They're going
yeah,
Bowers.
They don't have a tight end.
They are going Bowers.
They've had nothing but a revolting door tight end like the past 3 years, it feels like.
Pittman had 1,000 yards. Alec Pierce isn't terrible. They need a tight end, man. I think Anthony Richardson would love a guy like Bowers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bowers, 100%. I'm not even tripping there. Seahawks. See, this is when I have a hard, time figuring out where they're going. They could go guard. I know they still need line.
If we're thinking guard, we're talking Fuatanu potentially here.
Correct. Fatanu.
They need line.
Who's their guards?
Nobody.
Who's their guards?
They don't even have a center.
No.
Barely.
They got that Michigan cat from last year.
Yeah, but no guards.
No guards.
I mean, it would have to be Troy, right, guys?
Either Troy. I'm trying to see, man. They could use some D-line help. I know they got Leonard Williams.
OD40K says Latu.
Yeah, because, they got Boy Mafe, who I feel like has been decent. Darrell Taylor has been decent. They could use edge rusher.
What's that one cat? Uchenna Wuzu. When he's healthy, he's great.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, though. Derek Hall, they drafted him last year. Was it last year? I think it was.
Derek Hall, really?
Yeah, Derek Hall from Missouri? Auburn, my bad, Auburn.
What round was he selected?
I want to say second round.
Really? Oops, I just hit the wrong one.
37th overall pick. Doesn't have a sack yet, but could get a bigger increase in playing time. Darrell Taylor.
So saying Latu, it sounds crazy, but who's opposite of Witherspoon? That would be
That's
Rick. What's his name?
Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
Or Rick Woolen.
Yeah, I know he shortened his name. How much time did they take Latu at this spot? Byron Murphy. Yeah, Tariq Woolen. No, Latu's not a bad choice. No, so yeah, we're thinking Latu.
Are we, though?
Yeah.
They need line.
Kobe Bryant, nah, he had his chance.
They need line.
They can get guard later. Look at the guards later.
I know.
Look at the guards later. Cooper Beebe,
That's
Christian
that's
Mahogany,
Fuatanu.
Mason McCormick.
That's Fuatanu, man.
Okay, but let's be real. He's a tackle, not a guard.
That's debatable.
He's a tackle.
That's debatable.
He's a tackle.
That's debatable.
He's a tackle.
That's debatable, bro.
He's a tackle. Or do they go Cooper? Because he fits the Seahawks mold.
He does.
Let's be honest. He looks like a typical Seahawks defensive back. They need safety, man.
40K's right, though. Latu is a Seattle pick.
Any of these is a Seattle pick. I don't know how he's still on the board either. Half these guys, I still don't know who's on the board.
Right.
People saying Troy, Latu, Cooper to replace Adams.
So it's gonna be interesting when we get to pick 20.
Yeah, they do need safety. Who's their box safety? Would that be Julian Love?
No, he's their strong safety. Their box would probably be Kevon Wallace.
Ew. What? Nah.
Yeah, that's your safeties.
No.
It's not pleasant.
No.
Oof.
Oh, God. All right.
Ooh.
God, this is so confusing. I don't know where they could go. I have no idea where they could go. They can wait on tackle, not necessarily edge. They could also wait on edge because they got some. They ain't got a pick to 81.
Either way you go, they need tackle, edge, and safety / corner.
So they trade back.
I mean, who trades up?
I'm trying to think.
Who else would want Fuatanu because the Jags could take him here at 17?
Fatanu.
Yeah.
So you're telling me they trade one spot?
No, I'm not saying the Jags trade. I'm saying a team would trade up ahead of the Jags.
Ahead of the Jags. Oh, then yeah, I could see.
Who would that be? Detroit, maybe?
You think Detroit?
They lost Jonah Jackson.
All the way from 29?
It's Fuatanu. Or Fautanu. Whatever you pronounce it. Whatever.
Man, we'll figure it out tomorrow when Commissioner announces it. They got some capital, man. I don't know.
They do.
I don't know. They could trade back. Seattle don't got nothing between 16 and 81.
Yeah, it's a long wait.
They got day 3 capital, but, I mean, they got so much.
Yeah, because Detroit, when I look at their squad, now I know they need corner, but they traded for Carlton Davis, so they're not desperate.
Yeah.
As far as guard goes, they got Kevin Zietler, who's aging, and they got Natane Muti.
Yeah.
Graham Glasgow.
Oh.
They could trade for a lineman.
Oh. You talking the Lions?
Yeah, I could see it.
Think the Lions trade all the way up?
Why not?
But you tell me the Seahawks would drop all the way down to 29? Would they do that?
For extra capital, yeah.
I don't know,
That wouldn't be a
man.
bad thing for them. They're used to selecting later.
Well, let's be honest, man. Seattle is like defense heavy, so they're going to go defense here.
You think?
They've always been defensive reliant. I'm thinking D-line, bro. The more I look at it, I'm thinking D-line. I'm really thinking D-line here.
All right. Best defensive player, Cooper DeJean. Know what I do? Stupid laptop.
Why could I absolutely see him being a Seahawk, though?
Because it would be a Seahawks selection.
Yeah, it would.
See, I'm looking at Seattle's defensive line. Leonard Williams, Jonathan Hankins, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Jaron Reed, I mean, not bad. Could get more explosive, though.
Maybe defensive line. All right, so is it Newton or Murphy? They need some interior help. What was their rushing defense last year?
I have no idea.
I know it wasn't good because we ran all over them when Mason played.
Yeah.
They need defensive. They need run defense help. God, do they badly need it? I'm just gonna put it out there. I remember that Seattle game. We ran all over them, bro. It was pretty bad. Where did they rank last year? 31st. D-line. It's D-line, bro. It's D-line. Yeah, I'm thinking Newton. Let's go Newton. All right, Jags. They need corner. God almighty. Have you looked at their corners? Have you looked at their corners?
Now that you mention
I'll look at it for you. Tyson Campbell, Ronald Darby, Amani Oruwariye. What? Yeah, Cooper.
Oh.
Cooper, right?
Oh.
Cooper DeJean.
Good Lord.
I know they also need, do they need line?
O or D?
Both.
Well,
Both.
they signed Eric Armstead.
BOAF. Both.
They got Devon Hamilton. Trevon Walker, well, he's linebacker, but are they 4-3?
I forget. Don't ask me.
I
don't know the
I think
information.
they are.
I don't know the information. I know they got a new center in Morris. I think their line's pretty solid. Their offensive line's pretty solid. It's kind of complete.
Yeah, they still got Brandon Sheriff at guard.
They got Armstead.
If they're a 4-3, then it's not really that. They're not that desperate.
They
you know what I mean?
They need corner, bro. They need corner. Let's just have them go Cooper. Let's have them go Cooper because they need a corner, bro. All right,
Yeah.
Bengals. They need D-line, obviously. They're heavily favored to take D-line. Maybe they go tackle. Who's their right tackle?
Trent Brown.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? No, that's not happening.
Well, this is interesting because I see somebody on the board at the moment and a certain player of theirs requested a trade.
Shit.
So you trade him away if they do trade. I'm talking about Hendrickson, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And then they replace him with Latu.
All right, but okay. Let's entertain that. Yeah. We thinking Latu, folks. It's breaking news. We thinking Latu or we thinking Latham? Latu's there, dude. At 18, I mean,
Yeah. Latham.
yeah, because they need a right tackle.
Yeah, I know they do.
They need a right tackle. They need to keep Joe clean. All right, Latham or Latu. It's one of the two L's. And hopefully we get the Bengals 2 extra L's in the division department.
Yeah, Brown, they got the Browns at tackle. Orlando Brown and Trent Brown.
All right, Latu or Latham. I'm just saying, man.
You know, I could see them going Mims. I really could.
Not with Latham on the board.
You never know.
Not with Latham on the
You
board.
never know.
They signed Trent Brown to a long-term contract. How long-term?
I thought it was a 1 year. Thought it was a oneer. That doesn't help me.
Is he going back to right tackle?
Well, Brown's left. He wants to play left.
So what's his face is going to right?
Brown, Trent, yes. He's the right tackle.
He's the right tackle.
Trent Brown's the right tackle. Orlando Brown ain't moving.
No, Orlando Brown's not moving.
So Trent Brown's the right tackle. That's who Watt's going up against. If he's healthy.
Okay. Would they go Latham? Latham or Mims? Because we're hell bent on tackle at this point. We're not turning back.
100% Latham. Latham. Yeah, a lot of Latham here.
A lot of Latham here.
A lot of Latham here. Yeah.
They would go Mims knowing the Steelers would love Mims. Maybe that's a smokescreen. Maybe that's a Steelers smokescreen. Do we want to go with that?
Latham for sure. They're saying Latham. Jake said Mims.
Mims is a Mims.
Now
is a late
Mims
favorite.
is starting to. I don't know.
Oh God! All right. Latham or Mims, bro. Latham or Mims. Because I know Hendrickson is on his way out, or potentially. I even he might even retire if he doesn't get a new contract.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's what he said.
He wants money.
Mm-hmm.
He wants a new contract. But he considered retirement.
Yeah, he wants to set himself up. His body probably hurts, bro.
But that doesn't make sense. He's seeking a new contract.
I'm just saying.
He's seeking a new contract, yet he considered retirement. That way he doesn't get the money.
I don't know.
That's what doesn't make sense to me.
Well, either he's going to play so he gets the money, or he's not going to play so his body don't get too fucked up. Swear, Joy.
I don't know. As long as he's not a Bengal no more, you're like, fine by me. Get out of there.
I'm just going to throw it out there. Graham Barton.
I hope not.
Graham Barton.
Mims has risk. Does a team want to gamble? Well, the Bengals gambled on Ross's speed.
Let's go. I don't want it. But we're going to Latham. Fuck!
All right.
Okay, swear, Joy.
All right.
I got to stop swearing.
Yeah, seriously, please stop.
We need some for tomorrow.
For the love of God.
Okay. We got the Rams.
AD retired.
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro, come on. It's a no-brainer. Come on.
Or did they go edge?
They could use edge.
Like, Latu's there. Like, you're still getting great pass rush help. Tremendous pass rush help.
They could wait for defensive line
They can.
or interior defensive line.
What's their capital day two?
They got some decent capital.
52?
1952.
Oh, come on. They can get someone day two if they
They could
wanted
trade
to.
up for one. They have a 99 comp pick.
Yeah. Like,
Who's their edge rusher?
let's actually find that out.
Who the hell is their current edge rusher?
As far as linebackers go, Byron Young. Guy's a beast.
He's good. He had a great year last year.
Outside of that, Ernest Jones. He's inside, though. Never mind.
Yeah, he ain't got much to offer.
Mathis. Wasn't he a Pitt guy? O'Shawn Mathis? Nick Hampton?
Latu or Murphy? Where are we going? Latu or Murphy? Where are we going? Latu or Murphy? Where are we going? One of the two.
I mean, if Latu's there, they can wait till day 2 for D tackle.
Well, look, they
really
got
could.
Fitz,
I mean, Kobe Turner was a
Jenkins.
breakout last year.
Dorless is underrated.
Yeah, like
Luke Aurora.
I mean, it's loaded. Latu, I mean, pass rush, boom. Latu stays home.
I don't know. People saying Murphy. TJ Black, son is still saying Murphy.
Plays in the Hall of Famer. Latu stays home. Latu at 19 is ridiculous value. Yes, you're right.
Oh, man.
This would be the first round selection since 2016.
True.
It's wild. That's wild. 8 years.
Well, let's be more intelligent. They need defensive line, okay? Let's just be honest. They need defensive line. We're going to go Murphy. We're going to go Murphy. All right, guys. All right, this is going to be fucking interesting. Troy's there, man. He's the best tackle on the board. I don't know how you pass on him. I know he's purely a left tackle. He has guard versatility. If you draft him, you would undoubtedly keep Broderick at right. But I mean, you got Troy there. How do you pass on that? And the Steelers have shown interest, bro. They brought him in for a top 30 visit, so it's.
Son of Steel says trade down.
Okay, well, let's see. Cardinals. This is fun. All right.
Perfect.
All right, the chat, you guys are going to decide, man. What do we do? What do we do?
Mims, Graham Barton, Brian Thomas. You have AD right there. Like, I know. Says Dominic.
Yeah. What do we want to do, guys? Trade with San Fran? Hey, for shits and giggles, why not? Let's trade with San Fran. You know what, man? It's the night before the NFL draft. Let's go nuts. Let's go crazy. Why not? You know what I mean? Where's he at? Where the hell is he at? There he is. And let's toss in next year's third. I'm going to have to force it, but what do you guys think? It's the night before the NFL draft, man. Why not? Let's just entertain it.
Let's have fun. We're having fun, right?
Yeah. Now, again, Troy's there. I mean, Barton's there. So many others are there. People are saying no. No. Try without force. It literally will not let me. It says they're not interested in trading for this pick, so I would have to force it.
They do not care.
Get Mims. We're not getting Aiyuk, so delusional. It's the NFL. It's the night before the NFL draft. Let's have some fun, bro. You know, none of this is actually going to happen, right? I'm just saying. The only thing that's going to happen is the first pick here. That's one thing we know we'll get right. Oh, God. I love how the chat is so indifferent. Because I don't know, man. Oh, wow. What do we want? Again, Troy is there. Like, it's so hard to pass on. But you would force Broderick to stay at right. And that's not what Colin was alluding to.
You don't pass on that good of a left tackle.
No, you don't. You really don't. How do you pass on that? And if you want, yeah, he can be a left guard.
Let me ask you this. Do you think he's versatile enough to play right?
Right guard? Sure.
Tackle.
Oh, right tackle?
People have said that he is the most versatile of them all in this draft class. Do you think he's versatile enough to play right?
Potentially.
Based off his versatility, would it exactly be out of position?
Yeah. See, people are even saying Brian Thomas Jr., he's right there. So is AD, so is Barton, so is Wiggins, so is Kool-Aid, so is JPJ. What are we thinking, guys? Oh, man, the chat is so indifferent. I don't know where to go. Oh, you definitely do pass on him if we already got a left tackle. Dan Moore is not the future left tackle, bro.
Now, are you talking about Dan Moore or Broderick?
Well, yeah, Broderick ideally would be the future.
I think he's talking about Broderick.
Oh, well, then regardless.
Trade down with Bucks, says Son of Steel.
Bucks. Well, the Bucks got the offer.
They need guard, right? Or tackle?
Well,
outside of
not tackle.
Outside of work.
I could see them taking I could see them trading up for Latu. They need defensive line help.
Outside of, they still got Shaq Barrett.
I could absolutely see them trading up for Latu if he's still there, which is not going to happen. But you know,
Randy Gregory, is he a starter at this point?
Randy Gregory? No.
No.
No, wasn't he tossed around the league last year?
Yeah, he kind of was. Can't see he's on that D line.
Yaya Diaby had a very good rookie year.
They ain't got much, man. They don't.
Yeah, but Diaby had a good year last year.
Diaby was great. Yeah.
Yeah, like 7.5 sacks. I mean,
7.5. Yeah.
Yeah. They got Cansey. I think that was last year. I kind of like that. Shaq released?
Yeah. He's not on the
Really?
team. Knowing that it's Todd Bowles and he's defensive minded, they got the running game. They got Baker. They got the targets. All they really need is to focus on the O-line and then maybe get some added pass rush.
Right.
And then they're pretty much square. They could trade up for a lot too. Because the pick after that is what? Well, Miami doesn't need edge though. They don't. But still, I mean, Latu at 20, that's great value.
Trade back with Baltimore. Trade back with Buffalo. Buffalo is interested. I don't know what to do, folks. We got to come to a decision here. What do we do?
Graham Barton is the best pick. Mims. Brian Thomas Jr.
I got to put a poll in the chat. I just have to now. Let me see. Screw Buffalo and Baltimore. I agree. They have the same staff that coach Dawson and Green pass on any offensive line except Alton the first. All right. Right tackle, easy. What?
Now, these memes I'm seeing on because of the Tony Khan spot on AEW tonight.
All right, there's a poll in the chat, folks. What do we do? We need to trade with Jax for 17, take Murphy, and then we want to be in the position. I don't think they take D-line early, man. I just don't think they take D-line early. Wow, Brian Thomas Jr. is running away with these votes already. Wow. Brian Thomas Jr. and George Pickens, who's stopping that shit? No one. With Russ at quarterback? No one.
Let's ride.
Wow, you guys want to go receiver. Wow, you guys are crazy.
I don't know.
Guys are out there. You seen the vid of Mims on playing with Broad Darnell and George? Yes,
Yeah.
he couldn't smile any wider.
You literally just said no one's stopping that. You did. Save receiver for later. We can.
Best player available. Well, that would be Latu, but we don't need edge rusher. Again, Troy's there.
I don't know.
Who's left at receiver? It's either AD
Or Brian Thomas.
or Brian Thomas.
That's it.
Lad's too early for 20. I mean, hey. Okay, now Barton is a sneaky. Barton just moved up. Hey, and listen. They didn't bring in Brian Thomas for a top 30 visit. I find it very difficult to think that they're gonna select someone that wasn't a top 30 visit in the first round.
Yeah, based off their tradition.
Right. Troy was brought in. Mims was brought in. Mitchell was brought in. Barton was brought in. Wiggins was brought in. JPJ was brought in.
Not Brian Thomas.
Not Brian Thomas. Not Kool-Aid. So it's going to be one of those guys.
There's a lot of Barton in the chat.
Yeah, there is. Bills would want BTJ. You're right, they would. We got two trades interested, either the Cardinals or the Bills.
I ain't giving the Bills. No.
Barton is the most realistic. I think he is. So is I also think Mims is very realistic.
Well, Barton leads the way.
Barton does lead the way.
Jake, very hard. Very hard. I mean, that's a lot of talent. A lot of great talent.
All right, just because we got to keep this rolling, we're going to do a trade back scenario because we're gonna have some fun here. We're going to trade back with the Cardinals.
2051 for earlier picks.
Yep.
Well, trading back in the first, but an earlier day 2 pick.
Okay. I just did that to make the trade official. All right, so now the Cardinals are on the board. What do the Cardinals need? They could absolutely take edge here.
They don't have any.
That's obvious.
That's evident.
Can you look up Tyler Guyton? I'd rather not. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I've seen it. Not impressed.
Not a fan. He's too raw.
Dude, Arizona needs edge.
Bro, they're going Latu.
Bro, I can't name you one dude.
All right, they're going Latu. All right, Dolphins. See, this is where I'm struggled because I don't know what the hell they need. They got their center, so they don't need center. Maybe D-line, right? Because I know their edge rushers had injuries last year.
Well, they lost Christian Wilkins. Wilkins is a Raider. I don't know who they're. I don't think they have much D-line outside of Armstead, but they could use somebody
There's
else.
no interior guy you take so soon here.
I don't know. They don't need edge.
Let me see, because I want to see something about the Dolphins.
They don't need edge.
Maybe I'll just take Xavier Worthy. Say, fuck it.
Yeah, right?
Swear jar.
Who says no to that?
Let me see. No, they're good. They're good online. They could use a guard. They could use a guard.
Yeah.
They could absolutely use a guard. Unless they look at Troy as a guard.
They absolutely could.
Yeah. So, guys, what are you thinking with the Dolphins? Thinking Troy, maybe?
Bro, is this y'all's draft or the chat's?
At this point, both, bro.
It's both. It's a 199 from Handy Cart Mexican. Great name.
Handy Cart Mexican. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking with the... Oops. My computer just went to shit. There we go. Definitely Troy?
It's a laptop.
Yeah.
Definitely Troy, yeah.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Broncos.
Well, they traded back and
Yeah.
and take QB.
Come on.
And right before the Vikings.
Sorry, Minnesota. Oops. I think we screw over Minnesota.
Or does Denver trade back again? Unless they really like Zach Wilson.
Bro.
Unless they trade back again, they get whatever capital they can. They secure more capital, just ride with Wilson and just secure the number 1 overall pick next year.
Right.
That's a big possibility, in my opinion.
Deontay Johnson was not an all-pro wide receiver.
No.
He was barely Pro Bowl. What? Wow. Gotta go Bo Nix here. Penix is not available. No, he went to, where did we select him? To the Raiders. At 13.
But would Denver willingly let Minnesota, if this were the case, willingly let Minnesota take QB when it's right there in front of them?
Actually, this might be a blessing in disguise for the Vikings. So, yeah, we'll go Bo Nix here. I think the chat agrees. Now, Vikings. We gave them Quinion Mitchell when they probably could have taken Penix.
Probably should have.
We kind of screwed over the Vikings. They're not taking the quarterback so early here.
Rattler's not it.
No.
I don't know where they go now.
Why could I see Barton here? Because I know the Packers like Barton, and the Vikings might want to take him away.
Who's their guards?
Not much of anything, bro. I can tell you that.
I know they have LSU guy.
Oh yeah, he's the one.
Ed Ingram.
Yeah. Otherwise, like who's their guards?
Dan Feeney.
No.
Their center is Garrett Bradbury. They may ride with him.
I could see Barton here.
I can too.
I don't see Barton here. I mean, do they need another tackle? I know they got Darrisaw.
No, they got
Brian O'Neill. No, they're good. At
No,
tackle.
they're fine at tackle. They're solidified there.
Yeah. So we're thinking.
They have a center, so to speak. They have a right guard. They don't
Well,
have a
even
left
then,
guard.
if they want to, no, because they don't have a center. Bradbury ain't it,
They extended him not too long ago.
but he ain't it.
He might not be. He might be right.
They ran that project too many times. Let's go Barton. All right, Cowboys.
Center here?
Maybe tackle.
What?
They lost Tyron Smith.
They may move Tyler Smith over
No, keep him at guard.
because they got Terrence Steele at right.
Keep him at guard.
They probably, listen, they should, but they may move him back over to left.
I don't know.
Well, who's the best available left tackle?
Left tackle?
Yeah, if that's the case.
No.
Morgan ain't that high.
I could see it. I could absolutely see it.
He ain't that high, bro.
JPJ for the Cowboys.
They need center,
They do need center.
but this is Dallas we're talking about.
And
9 times out of 10, they don't go need.
where are they going to go? Where are they going to go here? They don't need corner.
Receiver,
Fuck, they need receiver for?
just to give Dak a weapon.
How much help does Dak need?
A lot, apparently.
We thinking JPJ, guys. I know he's our guy, but we thinking JPJ here. They drafted a running back. They're not drafting a running back first round, bro. No. They need running back, though. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro.
Royce Freeman.
So what?
Everybody's
Look at these running backs they can take day 2, bro.
Everybody's saying.
Come on.
Everyone's saying JPJ.
All right, Packers. Okay, see, this is another team. I don't know where they're going. I know they could use some O-line help. They lost Bakhtiari, but there's no. Do they go Jordan Mason here?
No, I think that's still too high.
I agree.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Mims?
I can see it. Who's their right tackle?
Probably not a good one. Zach Tom.
Who?
Exactly.
Exact. Okay, I'll shut up. No, he started last year though.
Shut the hell up, bro. Seriously.
He started last year though.
He did, but
Is he a tackle or guard? Because I know he played guard too.
they need line
Yeah, they do.
badly.
Chat, what we thinking? Mims? Everyone's saying Mims. Mims, no-brainer. Okay. All right, we're going to go Mims here. Or do they need edge rusher? Because I want to look at all options here.
Well, they have
Kenny Clark.
they still
Carl
got
Brooks was underrated last year. Devontae White they took years ago. They still got Preston Smith. Do they have a pure edge rusher? Rashawn Gary is very good.
Gary's great.
No, I think they need line, man. I think
They need a
line,
line.
guys.
You got to protect.
Yeah, let's go
Love.
Mims.
You
Chad
got to help
agrees.
with the running game.
Chad agrees. Let's go Mims.
Mims. Everyone's saying Mims.
All right, Bucks. The Tampa Bay Bucks. Well, he's there. I'm just saying.
And they
he's
need
there.
edge. Added edge.
He's there.
What's wrong with some added edge?
He's there.
Go Zach Frazier. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No, because they need center.
They can ride with Hainsey for another year. Frazier, Ryan Jensen retired. He did.
What's their capital like? 26, 57. One center's already off the board. Bucks an inside linebacker? Really?
David won't be here much longer. And Devin White's an Eagle.
You go Peyton Wilson this early?
That ain't that. That's debatable.
Oh, he would fit their scheme phenomenally.
That's debatable.
Ooh, I don't know, man. Peyton Wilson? That would be interesting. I cannot lie. Because they got all the free agents back. Let's be real. They got all the free agents back. They just need to fill some of the gaps on
Yeah,
defense.
I thought they were fucked.
Yeah.
Swear jar, I know.
God, man, we're not gonna have nothing for tomorrow. Nate Wiggins. You think they can use corner?
Well, they traded away Carlton Davis. They have Jamel Dean.
They have no one else beside him. Maybe they do go corner. That's a dark horse. That's a dark horse.
They really could. Wiggins or Kool-Aid?
I'm going Kool-Aid. I'm going
We
Kool-Aid.
thinking corner, guys?
All right, so verse. Who was I gonna say again? Wilson.
Nate Wiggins or Payne Wilson here, says UT local bands.
Oh yeah. First of all, I can end this poll. What the hell am I doing? Nate Wiggins or Payne Wilson? Okay.
Seen a lot of Wiggins though. Biggie says Kool-Aid.
All right, we need a definitive answer.
That's a coin flip between the two QBs. Well, we got coins.
Obviously. All right. See, I don't want to rule out Peyton Wilson, but they can wait for day 2 for linebacker because that's the prime spot.
They can. I'm seeing a lot of Wiggins here.
Wiggins?
Yeah.
They're going cinnamon stick from Apple Jacks.
That'll be all right.
All right, we're going to go Wiggins.
Final answer.
All right, guys, we're back on the clock. All righty. So we got AD Mitchell, we got BTJ, and we got Kool-Aid. We also got Frazier here. Maybe McConkey.
Now, with the trade that you did.
God almighty. Now, like Rob stated, the trade we did with what they're called, the Cardinals. 27-35. We can go receiver here and then go center. Or we can go center here and then go receiver. Which one? What do they prioritize first? People are saying Brian Thomas.
Yeah, everybody's saying Brian Thomas. He's great. He's awesome. He's outstanding. The one thing is he wasn't brought in for a top 30 visit.
But perhaps maybe we should stop thinking about that. Maybe they're changing their way. Andy Waddle was at his pro day, dude.
Do you think we would take Mitchell over AD?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, the receiver coach was at his pro day. I like Thomas better than AD, though.
I'm fine with either.
AD was top 30.
Both are great. Both are awesome.
AD was top 30, and they sent the new receiver coach to the pro day.
I find it hard to believe that our first rounder would be somebody we didn't bring in for a top 30 visit.
Right.
Although they have shown interest in him. There's no denying that.
All right, well, it's coming down to either 3 people, guys. That's for sure.
AD, Thomas, or Frazier. Obviously.
Let's put a poll in the chat. You guys will decide, man. I don't care either way. Because with the trade back that we did with the Cardinals, we can get any of these other positions at 35. If McConkey's there at 35, bro, you run to the podium. If he's not there, you get what's his face? Where's he at? Xavier Legette. BTJ is kind of running away with the votes here.
Yeah, 47%.
Ooh, Frazier is right.
Frazier is now rising.
But I can see AD though. The Steelers have so much interest in him, man.
Nah, Brian Thomas.
Because I think we can get Frazier at 35.
You think he makes it past Carolina?
Yeah. Well, Carolina needs edge rusher. And let's say Jared Verse falls out of the first round.
Yeah.
Which I don't see happening, but crazy shit has happened.
I think JBJ fall out the first.
No, he did.
He did. Thank you, Bears.
BTJ is what everyone's saying, bro.
No need to overthink. Is it Brian Thomas? Can't go wrong with Brian
All
Thomas.
right, let's go Brian Thomas. Now, personally, I do think they would take AD over Brian Thomas just based on the interviews and top 30 visits and stuff like that. But Brian Thomas is the better receiver. Let's not.
And looking at the draft board, the Bills are right there.
Enough said. All right, Bills. AD Mitchell, right? There we go.
And
See, we trade back and still get Brian Thomas.
That's
Hell
better.
yeah.
That's better value, guys.
Hell yeah. And then we can still get Frazier round 2.
Okay, so the Bills. I mean, AD, right?
AD, come on.
It's got to be AD. They don't have a receiver.
Well, who else they got, bro?
Curtis Samuel.
Who? That former Panther.
No,
no one
the-
remembers
the
him.
former football team player.
Yeah, we're going AD. They need receiver. God almighty, they need receiver. Now, I probably shouldn't have done that because I can see them taking McConkey over AD.
They need size.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
They need size.
Hold on. Hey. McConkey isn't short.
I think they prefer size.
I think they need a route runner. But anyway, Lions are on the board now. What do Lions need? They need corner, dude.
We mentioned corner. We mentioned guard. I
Well,
don't
they
think,
need- they
I don't
lost
think there's
Sutton.
really. I don't think there's really any linemen that they can take at this moment.
Well, they lost Sutton. They don't have another corner. So I think Kool-Aid's spot here. Yeah, Kool-Aid. I think the chat agrees. Yeah, chat saying Kool-Aid. Ravens. They need a receiver. Badly.
I don't care.
They need a receiver. I don't care.
I
either.
don't care. They just extended Rashawn Bateman. No, they don't. No, they don't. Hey, oh.
All right, let's see. Fucking.
All right, guys. Who do we got? Baltimore taking.
It's a receiver, no, undoubtedly. Troy or Ladd. I mean, either way, they're getting it.
They better not take Ladd. They take Ladd. I swear to God.
He doesn't look like a Raven. Just like Tomlin said about Queen, he don't look like a Raven.
Well, then in 4 years we'll snag your ass,
Yeah.
or make it 5 if he's a first.
It'll be Keon. Really? You think Keon worthy? I don't. First round. That's nah.
Keon Coleman.
They did lose Clowney. You're right. Why could I see that?
Let me look at their squad. Give me a moment. Just to double check.
Why could I see that?
Just to double check their pass rushers. Matabuke obviously resigned. Outside of that, that's their defensive line. Kyle Van Noy. He's getting up there. Adafi away. He's been there. But outside of that, like Kyle Van Noy is not your primary defender.
No.
I could see Jared. I really could. That would be nasty.
You know who I could also see being a Raven? Leggett.
That might be too high for him.
You know,
And I like Leggett.
You know, we're all Steelers fans here. At least I think the majority of us are. We thinking Coleman, guys. We thinking Worthy, maybe Leggett. You guys get the pick, man. Leggett. I think that too. I think Leggett can sneak into the first.
I can see him sneaking into early day 2. I don't know about late day 1.
I can see it. Bub Means? No, not that early, dude. Not that early. That'd be funny, but not that early.
A lot of people are saying Leggett.
Leggett is going to be a beast. You're right, man. That's who I really want a receiver in the draft.
He's not with Baltimore.
Zach Frazier. Why would they need Frazier? They don't need center.
No, they're fine.
No, man. They took the guy we should have taken.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind. It was just 2 years ago, bro. I could see them going all defense, though.
They're saying Leggett.
They're saying Leggett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all right, fuck. Let's go Leggett. I don't like it. And no, I don't agree that his rank is 53. No. Coleman is a former teammate of Flowers. Leggett or Keon. Yeah, it's either one of those two, chat. It's either one of those two. They need receiver, bro. Badly. Lamar was just MVP, and they have no receivers now. Leggett? Okay, let's go Leggett. I don't want it, but let's go Leggett. All right. 49ers. Let's see what they need. Also says tackle. I can see him getting another corner.
Yeah, they don't have a number one.
I can see tackle though. I could absolutely see tackle being taken by the Niners. If I'm gonna be honest.
Could they go edge?
Sure. Of course they can go edge.
They could go edge.
Well, they lost Chase Young and Eric Armstead.
And they did. They have Bosa. They have. Oh, they signed Leonard Floyd? Why'd they do that?
Is he a starter anymore?
I think he is. He was a starter for the Bills last year. 9 sacks last year. Yeah, he's still a starter. No, 10.5 sacks last year, yeah. And he was hurt. Yeah, Floyd's still a starter.
Okay. Well, they'll rely on him.
So Edge is off the board there then.
Brandon Fisk is a good fit for San Francisco. Ooh.
Why do I see it?
But if they're going to go D-line, they need edge rusher. They lost Armstead and Chase Young. They have no one opposite Bosa. Let's go first. And they're all about their first round linemen.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, now we got the Chiefs. All right, what receiver they take, man? We taking Franklin, we taking McConkey. It's one of the two.
Xavier Worthy.
No, we're not doing that.
Mahomes would like it.
Worthy? Really? You guys are really saying Worthy? What?
I 100%
What?
see it. Hey.
Over McConkey? What?
It's that speed.
Tyreek 2.0? Ah, man. All right, you know
Yeah, he's
what?
that burner.
All right, fuck it. We'll do it. Hey,
Swear jar.
there you go. There you go, guys.
First round mock. There it is.
Okay. Now, new mock draft, because we're going to do a new one. And we're going to do the Steelers. The Steelers only. The Steelers only.
So let's enter the draft.
Now, before I start the draft, okay, remember, this is your guys' mock. Truthfully, this is your guys' mock. Do we want to do any trade-ups before I push start draft? You want to do any trade or any trades regardless? Or do you just want to, do you want to just start the draft and just pick a 20 and see who's there?
Yeah, this is your mock, guys. So me and Dan got to shut the hell up.
Oh, no, we'll shut up. No, we'll pay attention. I'm not going to, yeah. Aiyuk trade?
I might nitpick.
Trade up to 3? Select Marvin chat. Come on, bro. We ain't doing that. Aiyuk trade. So, all right, if we do the Aiyuk trade for shits and giggles, swear jar, are we swapping firsts or trade back? Can I grab the coin?
Can you save the coins?
I will save the coins. Trade back with Green Bay.
Bro, I see the bottom of the jar.
For real?
Yeah.
I'll go get more. I think Dallas trade back is a real possibility. Ooh. Okay.
Swap first.
Well, regardless, you guys are thinking trade back. So
Trade back with Green Bay.
let's start the draft. Let's see who's still there. Latu is still there. Shit, so maybe we were right. Newton's there. Mims is there. AD's there. Barton's there. Pretty much everyone that we were talking about literally like 10 minutes ago are still there. But let's see the trade. Ravens, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Swear jar.
Huh, God. All right, I'm such a terrible person. All right. Y'all know what to do. Oh, God. Dallas doesn't have a 4th round pick. They will be trade back with a team like Buffalo if receivers available. Interesting. Green Bay has an assload of capital. They do.
That's not swear jar. They do, though. Like, it'd be nice to get something in return from Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk Green Bay. So, like, what are we thinking, guys? All right, Green Bay it is. Thinking 25, 20, and what else do we want from Green Bay?
I'm looking at 58.
Or do we want to do the Aiyuk stuff? Just because why not? Because why not? This is the final Steelers mock of the season, dude. So like we can go out with a bang with the Aiyuk stuff. And I will be honest, man. I have contemplated it several times during the mock draft process. Never did it, but I have thought about it. You and Jordan Love, come on, man. You know I ain't having it. Trade with Panthers for 33, and they're 36. They're desperate.
33, 39.
We would be trading out in the first round.
Yeah, if that's the case, then we're going to be like, we want this then.
Yeah. People are saying Aiyuk. Do the Aiyuk stuff. Let me see. So
Let's see if they'd be interested first of all.
Well, obviously not. Obviously not. Like, I could add every single pick I wanted to.
What is this, the 99 Saints here?
Look, they don't want it. They don't want it. So.
You don't want none.
All right, so, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Aiyuk, Green Bay, not Seahawks, Panthers.
Listen, if we trade for 33, 39, we could get McConkey and Tyler Guyton.
I don't like Guyton. I'd rather take a center, bro.
20 and a future second. They're not interested.
I can force it.
They're not, but yeah, you could, actually.
I would have to.
Are you guys cool with forcing it? It's your call.
No trades. Green Bay. We need a pure decision here, folks. We need a pure decision here. What do we get? Do we want to do that?
Still getting Green Bay.
Do we want to do that? Trade up into the first round? Trade back in the first round, trade up into the second
I
round?
mean, they're not interested.
Well, we would force it, but
Okay.
don't worry about it. We could trade 20.
There's a lot of Green Bay in the chat.
Take Frazier and Leggett. I would love. That's a dream. That's a dream. That's a dream. That's a dream. Where's the Panthers at? Well, actually, hold on, wait a minute. The Panthers are actually interested in this.
Okay, now we're talking. Wait a minute.
Man, you better give me your shit.
Well, it's a chance.
Do that.
I don't care.
You happy?
Still have 4 picks. No, yeah, we're getting an extra pay. Never mind. Yeah.
All right, it's either Green Bay or Panthers. Green Bay for swap and a second and a fifth. McConkey and Frazier are sweet. I know it is, bro. I know it is. 20 and third rounder for Panthers, 33 and 39. Well, we have it here. We have it here. We could offer the trade here. You know, just because he's not going to be here anymore. I'll even throw in DeMarvin Leal. Panthers seems most realistic. Panthers are desperate, bro. And we already traded with them.
Well, you know who I see that's available on the board that Carolina would like?
Yeah, and they need edge rusher.
Latu.
Latu's there.
You get your guy to replace Byron Burns. That's him. What it costs a good portion? Yeah, but, I mean, it's Carolina we're talking about.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't have to trade the third. Hold on. Maybe I don't have to trade the third. Maybe I do have to trade the third.
Well, hold on. Offer to trade.
Don't trade next year's fourth. Third. I'll trade next year's. No, nah.
Will we get a comp pick next year?
No. Because we didn't lose nobody.
God damn it.
If we were to let Deontay run out his contract and he walked, we would get a comp pick.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But that didn't happen. All right, we'll give you 98. I don't want to give up 98. I want that. 119.
Gonna try the fourth, yeah.
I'm going to try that. What do we think? I'm going to try that. Do we want to try that, folks? I need confirmation. This is your guys's. I need confirmation, folks.
I doubt they take a fourth.
I can always force it.
They're saying do it. Offer it. Might work.
All right, keep going. One more. Hey, let's go.
All right, now we're talking.
Oh, they didn't even take a lot, too.
Who they take?
Graham Barton.
What the fuck? Wow, I hope it's worth it.
Bro, Cardinals got a lot to at 27. That's a steal. JPJ was taken by the Lions. Mims was taken by the Eagles. Wiggins was taken by the Vikings.
I don't care. I see somebody that I like. But it's up to the chat.
All right, y'all. We're at 33. We're at 33.
Panthers just panthered again. Yes, you're right.
Thanks. Appreciate it. All right. Thinking Frazier here. I mean, he's there, bro. We need center. You guys are, are
Check the wideouts. Frazier.
bro, we have pick 39. We have pick 39. Wide receiver, we could get Leggett at 39, bro.
Yeah, big time.
Frazier? Everyone's saying Frazier.
Frazier all the way.
Newton is, how did Newton fall out of the first?
I don't know.
That's impossible.
If he's there at 39, that's even more tempting.
Yeah. Draft to center, Newton. Dude, Newton is there, bro. I can't rule that out, but I mean,
I ain't got a center.
Frazier's there too.
Yeah.
Frazier's there too.
A lot of Frazier.
All right, we're gonna go Frazier, folks. Zach Frazier. All right. Oh, Samuel Soldier's taken. That sucks. All right, 39. 39. Let's look at the wideouts. Keon Coleman, Roman Wilson, Ricky Pearsall, or Leggett. Personally, I think Leggett's the best out of all these.
They're all solid options, but I mean, Leggett's freaking like top-notch potential.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we thinking, Leggett guys?
Everyone's saying Leggett. Everyone's saying Leggett. Take a flyer on Keon. Leggett or Corley. Pearsall, he's a Steeler. See, here's my thinking. If the Steelers are going to draft a receiver early, it's going to be someone that they brought in for a top 30 visit.
Right.
That's what I think. And Leggett, Corley, and Pearsall were all of them. Roman Wilson surprisingly wasn't. Keon Coleman surprisingly wasn't.
No.
Half the chat is saying Leggett. Now we're starting to get Corley. Worthy is still available, but is he? Wait, no.
He gone.
Worthy's gone. Where'd he go? Oh, to the Cap. Of course he did. To the Cowboys. Okay.
Jerry.
Ricky Pearsall, in my opinion. See, I think Leggett's better. Pearsall's obviously the more profound route runner.
He's the better route runner.
Leggett he's a bigger playmaker. He knows how to get in the end zone. Plus, his size is astonishing, and
the deep ball. Man.
He would be Arthur Smith's new AJ Brown, man.
Yeah, I think Smith would adore that.
Yeah, so we're gonna go Leggett here, guys.
A lot of people saying Leggett.
Woo! Woo! Okay, where are we going here? 51. What do we need now? Took center, took receiver.
We could go D-line here with Fisk.
Oh, man.
We could go slot with Javon Bullard.
Ooh.
A lot of good options.
Put him in the slot.
Yes, sir.
Dirty. Let's see. Let's look at corner. Where'd he go?
Who?
Max Melton was taken by the Texans.
Yeah.
No.
You pricks.
No. That hurts.
They're saying cornerback.
All right. Well, we got Tampa. We got Andrew Phillips. Renard Green's too early. Bullard, man, would be perfect. They love their Bulldogs. He could work in the slot. He played that star role for the Bulldogs in 2022. Tyke took that last year, but Bullard played that to an elite caliber a year ago.
Paris says check tackles.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Ooh.
Kyron's nice. Primarily left, though.
I know.
Blake Fisher's too early here.
Well, let's look at trades. Eagles want to trade again. course they do.
Trade back 2 spots. We would trade back 2 spots.
San Francisco's gone, guys. He went to
The Chargers.
yeah, early.
Right
early.
before we selected Leggett. Dang. Dang. That hurts. Trade back 2 spots. I mean, it's just 2 spots. Who are they going to take?
Take Fisk, wait on slot till next pick. Fisk is nice, dude.
Dude, Fisk is there, and they brought him in for top 30 visit.
He's a beast.
Now, my problem is, and this is just a tiny little nitpick on my part.
He's old.
He's 24 years old.
I don't give a crap.
And he's going to be a depth guy this
Who
year.
cares?
But I'm putting that to the side because he's so explosive. Fuck is he
His
explosive?
age don't worry me. We do defensive line rotations like it's nothing.
Okay, but he'll be here like 10 years.
That's a problem.
But that's good value in the second.
That's no issue.
Fisk is there, bro. But so is Ballard. If they want to go bloodlines, Chris Jenkins is there from Michigan.
Some people are saying Bowler. Bowler would be great.
Ballard at this pick would be home run. You put him in the slot. If you want to put him in the box, you want to put him at safety, you can. He can work all that. You want to put Minka in the slot, you can work him deep. I mean, bro. Yeah, Pearsall's still there, but we just took Leggett. Are we going to go receiver two picks in a row? That would be dirty. That would be dirty. I cannot lie. That would be a dirty receiving room. Edwin Cooper, is he still there? I didn't even look at linebacker.
Knight says Fisk, then
Ooh, Cooper's there.
Fisk, then DTD for slot. Oh, yeah, Texas Tech guy. Yeah, he's great. He's really
I know exactly who you're talking about. Adrian Taylor Demerson.
Adrian Taylor Demerson. He's great.
What are we thinking?
A lot of people saying Adrian Cooper.
There's Cooper, Bullard, Cooper. Hey, we mentioned linebackers in need, man. Depth's in need. We need a future solution.
Yep. Pair of Cooper with Queen. That nasty.
People saying trade down. We can trade down 2 spots because the Eagles want to move up for some reason. Trade down 2 spots. We will literally get that. That's it.
Yeah, we trade back from.
But we would get
a 4th.
We would get the 4th back after trading that.
Why not? Want to try it?
What do you guys think? Should we trade down? It's only 2 spots.
Trade down to get Trotter Jr.
Trotter Jr.'s too early here. Think we can get him at 98.
No, in the 3rd. That's what he's probably saying.
Oh, in the 3rd, yeah, maybe. So trade it, yes. All right, we're going to trade it.
Take that, Philly.
They took Tyler Nubin and Bo Nix. Yeah, 2 guys we weren't even looking at.
Fisk is still there. Bullard is still there. We lose nothing in this.
Nah.
Not a damn thing.
All right, guys, we need your guy. This is all yours. This is all yours. Now, if it was my personal decision, I'm going Bullard, but it's not my decision. It's you guys'. This is your mock. We did our mock last night. This is your guys' mock. Check the trades again. We have 8 trades. Dolphins. We ain't got nothing to offer. Bucks. Ooh. I'm just saying.
I'm seeing a lot of Bullard.
We already got center, Goopy. We got Frazier at 33. People saying Bullard. And then there's Cooper. God, dude, it's all right. So it's either Bullard or Cooper, apparently. Bullard or Cooper. I like both guys, man. Fisk as well. I like Fisk.
No trade. Bullard, run that pick in. We need slot.
We do need slot. Let's look at D-line because, I mean,
There's some solid names.
maybe we get Sweat later on. Maybe.
Maybe get, dude, that'd be a
Possible.
homer. That'd be a home
Mason
run.
Smith maybe later on.
Man, Mason Smith later on.
Dwayne Carter ain't a bad choice either.
No.
Guy just knows how to follow the football.
No. People want Cooper. See, it's either Cooper or
Bullard.
you got. All right, let me put a poll here.
Cooper or Fisk. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's what I'm thinking. You go Bullard here, secure slot. You go Trotter with one of the third rounders, and you can still get D-line later on too.
It doesn't matter what we think.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. But it's up to them.
Let's see what the chat thinks. Let's see what the chat thinks. This is your guys' mock, bro. Because look at it this way. I mean, come on. How do you pass on Bullard? And then, yeah, linebacker you can take later. Like, I think Trotter could be there. Trotter will be there 84. What do you guys want? The majority against is saying Bullard.
43%. It's a Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, so we're going Bullard. That's what the chat's saying. I'll give it another minute. I'll give it another minute. Good double dip wide receiver with Pearsall. We could. That'd be dirty. It's a dirty receiving room right there.
No, Bullard's still laying the way.
Fisk is by far the biggest difference maker out of these choices. I don't disagree. Fisk is just, he is a first round guy. I think he's a first round guy.
Nah, it's still Bullard, man. And he would be your day one starting slot guy.
Yeah, you would. And then again,
The first 3 picks would be day one starters.
Yeah, you want to move them up? You can. You want to move them around? You can. We're going to go with the majority vote. We're going to go with Bullard. We're going to go with Bullard because that's the majority vote. Or vote.
Volt.
Vote. We're going to go Bullard. Here we go. 84.
Looking at the board. No thank you, Rattler.
All right, we still got Jeremiah Trotter here.
Trotter's there.
Trotter was there at 84. Yeah, because anyone else here, like, I love Malik Washington. Do you want to take receiver that close together?
No, we could probably get one in the 4th, maybe.
Right.
You can secure linebacker here.
Yeah, Trotter's right there.
Look at D tackle.
Well, let's look at D tackle. I want to see who's there.
Yeah.
Michael Hall, he's undersized, but he's good. Sweat, you could get him maybe 98, 120. Or Mason Smith.
Mm-hmm.
What are we thinking, guys? Are we thinking Trotter? McMillan? Yeah? I don't see anything else here. So it's either one of those cats. It's one of
Trotter
those guys.
and Queen is a dream.
Probably going to go Trotter here, right? Most of the chat's saying Trotter. Ronaldo Green was selected right before us, too. That sucks.
Yeah.
Blake Fisher was taken by the Bengals. Oof.
Yeah, they're saying Trotter, dude.
All right, let's go Trotter. Chat saying Trotter.
Bloodlines, bro. Acknowledge him.
Yeah. All right, 98.
Huh.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Let's look at some of these trade options. Falcons.
Okay.
Do we want to trade down, guys, from 98? Because looking at the board right now, I mean, There's no one that we desperately need. Maybe Pooney at tackle. Maybe. Because we haven't taken a tackle yet. We desperately do need a tackle, too. Goncalves is there. I can definitely see him being a Steeler. He's an Andy Waddle tackle if I've ever seen one. So, yeah, we could always trade down. Ask for a future first rounder. Who's that receiver? I just want to explore receiver here. Jamari Thrash is there. Very good route runner. I don't know where the Steelers' interest lies, but he's an incredible route runner. Is the Pitt DB available? You mean MJ Devonshire? Yeah, not till later. Not till way later. Where's he at? Yeah, not till way later.
Yeah, he's way down there.
Not till way later.
Yeah, Rosengarten, is he gone? I think he is.
Yeah, Rosengarten's gone. I don't know where he got taken. Where is he at? Holy hell, where'd he go? Okay, he ain't that. Oh, to the Commanders at 40. That's early. That's way too early. Wow. All right, what we thinking? We trade back here? Chat, it's up to you. This is your mock.
Some people are saying Sweat.
Sweat. I mean, he's there. Do you run the risk of trading back and missing on him? Or do you
You wouldn't trade back that far.
Well, well, hold on. Let's look at the Chargers. Maybe we trade back with the Chargers. 105 and 140.
They willing? To a degree.
You guys want to trade back and still get Sweat? I think he could be there. Because we would gain an extra pick. And I have a decent idea where that pick could go. All right, most of you guys are saying Sweat. Blake Fisher's off the board, Shane, unfortunately. Fisher is off the board, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would have taken Fisher by now. Trade back, take Sweat. No trade back, just take him. Okay, so we're indifferent here. Trade back. Hope. If not, Hope Mason is. Yeah, Mason will be there. Because for some reason, PFF has him ranked all the way down here for some reason. So he'd be like, if we miss out on Sweat, we can get Smith. Although Sweat is just a mammoth. So wait, where am I at? Where's the trade? Chargers, 105, 140, 98. Do we want to run that? Just draft Sweat. I think he could still be there at 105, man. I think it's possible. I'm throwing out the idea. It's your guys' decision. I'm just throwing out a suggestion. Because, again, this is not our mock. This is your guys' decision. We're just going with the majority votes. Don't want to miss out on him. Take him. Jefferson, LSU nose tackle. Yeah, he's a later option, too.
Jordan Jefferson. Yeah. No trade, take Sweat. Just draft Sweat.
Okay. So it'll be gone if you trade back. If that's who you're taking.
Sweat is what we need to clog up the middle.
All right, so you guys want to just go? Okay, we're just going to go Sweat. That's what the majority vote says. Where's he at?
Tackle.
So we're just going to go Sweat here. All righty. 98, we go Sweat. Hell yeah. I'm liking this so far. All right, 120. Now we could go receiver here. We need another receiver. Brendan Rice is on the board. I mean,
could go tackle
Jacob
here.
Coing.
We could go tackle here. We
McCaffrey.
ain't go tackle yet.
Yeah, we haven't gone tackle yet. Matt Goncalves is there. He's a swing guy. The Steelers brought him in for a top 30 visit. If they don't go tackle early, I can absolutely see Goncalves being the selection of 119 or, in this instance, 120.
Saying Brendan Rice, Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Washington.
Taj Washington.
Yeah.
Really?
Goncalves, Javon Foster. I think his ranking here, we can get him in the 6, maybe.
Foster is incredibly underrated.
Yeah.
What are we thinking, guys? It's all over the board. Goncalves, Rice, Foster. I like tackle late Glover or Thomas. I like Rice. I do like Rice.
Got to push one position back.
Goncalves. Yeah, I mean, we do. That's why I threw out the trade back scenario. But, yeah, it's your guys' decision. But, you know, we'll just put it in the chat here. What cornerback look like? Good idea. I didn't even think of that. Corner. Not very well. Not
There's a lot
good.
of slot options.
Not
We
good.
already secured that.
Not good. Not good. Not very good there. From what the chat's saying, it's either McCaffrey, Rice, or Goncalves. It's one of those two. It's either one of those, or it's one of those three, rather. There's three. Jason, we already took safety with Bullard. So let's take Luke. Now, if I'm going to be real with you, it's either going to be Luke or Goncalves just because of the Steelers' interests. Because of their top 30 visits.
Right.
I mean, I got to put Washington up there. I think him in the fourth is a little high. I'd take Rice over him.
Oh, we took Leggett.
Yeah, we took Xavier Legette. See, but here's the thing. Like, if we go tackle here, I don't think Luke would be there.
Probably not.
That's why I posed the question of trading 105 and 140. Because maybe we could have gotten 140. We have a gap here. Unless, you know what? No, wait, never mind. I already did that. I can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot I
put
already
him in the
did that.
trade package.
Yeah. You got to get Goncalves and wide receiver again if you want another one. Yeah, we didn't go tackle yet. We have not gone tackle yet. Kendrick Green, bro. That's one of the worst draft memories. Oh my god. That was 3 years ago, dude. No, yeah, 3 years ago. Oof. Josh Newton from TCU, a great late round corner. I like him. I like Josh Wallace. I like Kamal Hayden. I like MJ Devonshire. So we can wait on a corner. We can also wait on a receiver. You got a guy, me personally, you got a guy like Goncalves there, but we're going with the popular vote from the chat. I see a lot of Luke.
Yeah, me too. I love Luke.
Tackle 178 and double dip at D-line at 195. It's not a bad idea. Because at least with offensive tackle, maybe you can get Foster here at 178. Damn, they still didn't update this? They didn't even put Glover in here.
Nope.
Wow. That's weird. Take them, see if Christian Jones is still there. Christian Jones is still there. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Christian Jones is still there from Texas.
He is.
Interesting. All right, let's get a poll in the chat because I'm undecided myself. What would Russell do? I don't know. What would Russell Wilson do? Let's put Rice, Luke, and Calves, or what else were we guys thinking? What else were you guys thinking? Here, I'll just add those three. I'll just add those three. Because it's between those three. To the receiver tackle here. Because we can wait on both. I mean, let's look at some of the late round wide receiver options. It's not incredible. I know that. I don't think McCaffrey would be there at 178. I like Winnington. Jalen Coker is very underrated. I don't know if he'll be there at 178 either. See, the value, like, it's just, you know you're going to get some nice depth and developmental guys, with Rice or McCaffrey or even Washington or Cohen in the fourth compared to later on. The majority says Rice, but let's get some more votes. Let's give it a minute or so. Let's see what it climbs to. What tight ends are there? I didn't even think of tight end. I don't think they will
I
draft
don't
a
think
tight
tight
end.
end's necessary.
No.
That position's full.
Yeah, that's a stacked room. Get Luke for the Infinity Stone. 52% say Rice. Phil Johnson will be a nice pick here. I didn't even look at his direction. Didn't even look at his direction. But, we don't need tight end.
As far as the poll goes, 52% says Rice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the majority vote. That's the majority vote. So I guess we're going to go Brendan Rice.
I have no problem with that.
No, not at all. So we push offensive tackle back even further. Holy hell, that's a lot. All right. Anyway, where are we at? There's not a lot of capital here.
Well, look at tackle.
Oh, Javon Foster's gone. Kamal Hayden's gone. Oh, God, this is a bad spot. This is a bad spot.
Dan Moore, come on down. You're the next contestant of Don't Kill Our Quarterback.
Yeah, literally.
I thought Foster was going to be there. We took the gamble, and we lost.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we got to go tackle at some point. I feel like it's a necessity.
Well, if it was our mock, I would have gone Goncalves, but it's not our mock. This is the chat mock. Well, let's take a look here.
Well, Nathan Thomas is down there later. That's a possibility.
Bro, we got tackle is weak. Tackle is weak. Oof.
Unless we can, Andy Wido can find a gem. Right?
Yeah, maybe if they had Travis Glover in this damn thing, they didn't update it. PFF, you suck.
Well, what we thinking, guys, huh?
All right, let me end this poll. Yeah, what you guys thinking here? Because this is, we're kind of in a bad spot. We're kind of in a bad spot, folks. Oof. We can go corner again. Hell, ooh. That intrigues me. That intrigues me.
Elijah Jones, man, he's
That
athletic.
intrigues me. Even this intrigues me. Dwight McGovern.
Mm-hmm. That's outside depth.
So is Devonshire.
Jones is so versatile, though.
At this point, yeah, we might just go best available.
Which that would be Walter Rouse.
Well, it would be him. It would be him.
Yeah, that would be him.
It would be him.
Joe Milton 111 petition. No, thank you.
Hard pass. Hard pass. All right, where are we going, folks? We got 2 more picks in this mock. Where are we going? Do we just go best available?
Garendo is a beast.
Garendo's a beast. Yeah, McGovern is interesting. Yeah, I think he's going to be a nice depth piece somewhere. Punter. No, we're not going punter. Come on. We're not. Let's be honest, man. You should never draft special teams.
James Williams.
Is he still there at safety?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. We can get him later, though.
How good are the remaining tackles?
Not at all.
40K says best available offensive tackle.
It would be Walter.
My vote is Nathan Thomas. We brought him in. It makes sense.
Nathan Thomas. Yeah. Yeah. Where are we going, guys? We could always save tackle for the last pick and just go whatever here. We double dip a receiver. We got our center. We got our linebacker. We got our slot corner. We could use some extra depth at corner. So where we going, man?
I'm seeing Thomas.
Well, I think we can get Thomas at 195. I'm trying to think of what we can get now.
It's their mock.
I know it's their mock. We can go corner, running back. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? I believe Trice is coming back healthy. Yeah, I mean, Tomlin said he was coming in the right direction. Is Boyd there? Christian Boyd. Wait, we didn't go D-line yet. Yeah, we did. We went Sweat.
Yeah.
And yes, Christian Boyd's still there. I don't think we doubled up a D-line though.
6'3" corner.
Yeah. Steelers like their big corners. That's what Trice is.
That's what Rush is.
That's what McGovern is. Look how big this guy is.
I know.
Where are we going, guys? What running backs are left? I mean, it's one of my favorites.
Dorendo. Cody Schrader. He's a great running back too. He's very underrated.
Yeah.
Low on the older side, but he's great.
Well, I think he's a better receiving back.
Oh, of course, yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah. I'm just throwing suggestions out, guys. Because we didn't take corner yet, and we didn't take the offensive tackle yet. So we need a definitive answer. All right, let's get to a certain point. Do we go corner, tackle, or running back, or D-line? And then we can get to who we could take. Boyd here and Thomas next. Okay. I could definitely see Christian Boyd being a late round option. Steelers like him a lot. People saying tackle. Yeah, we need tackle, bro. We need tackle. All right, but who? Do we just want to go Thomas here now? Might as well, right? Might as well go tackle here now, right? Best player available. KT Leviston.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. It just hit midnight. That means it's draft night.
Oh, shit.
Swear jar.
I didn't realize. Damn, the clock moved by quick. My God.
Time goes by when you're having fun.
Wow, it is draft day already. Well, technically. Holy moly. All right, where are we going? Take the tackle. Knights, I agree. He is best player available. I agree, Knights. See, defensive line. We could probably get Boyd later. So if we want to go tackle, I mean, we can get any of these guys later. So it doesn't matter which direction we go. In fact, let me see something. I'm gonna do something pretty interesting here.
People are saying take a tackle.
Take tackle. All right, just for the hell of it. Literally for the hell of it.
You want to trade? Louder milk. He ain't got no value.
I don't care. Get him out of here. What? You don't want louder milk? Bro, whatever. Come on, Rams. No? Bro. All right, what if I throw in the stuff next year? Let's watch this. Watch this. I'm about to save this mod. Bruh. Are you serious? I'm just going to force it. Fuck y'all. All right. So we're going to go tackle here. I'm going to save this mod. All right, but who? We just going to go Thomas because of the interest? We might as well do that. Let's go Nathan Thomas. Okay, we did that. Oh, Isaac is just gone. I mean, I probably should have taken Isaac beforehand. All right, well, whatever. Now we're going to go... What, corner maybe? Because we need a corner. We need some corner depth. So we're thinking McGlothern. That's a tongue twister. Do we go McGlothern, Elijah Jones, or Devin Sharp for corner? Because we have a pick right after this, so we can get Boyd. We can get Boyd right after this. Draft a long snapper. Wait, nah, man. We just signed our long snapper.
Eli Jones.
So we got one for Eli. We got one for MJ. We got one for Devin. We got one for Dwight. Shoni Vaki from Utah.
Defensive back and running back.
Is that right?
You didn't know that?
I haven't done my full research
He
on
had
it.
to play running back because the injuries on offense, he was pretty damn good at it.
Right.
So he's going to be a fun prospect for whoever selects him.
Right. Daquan Hardy is a dog. He is. Daquan Hardy is a dog.
But return ability, too.
Special teams demon for sure.
Easy pick here, Elijah Jones. Steelers like Elijah Jones.
Yeah. Well, look at the versatility he has.
I know. That's what they want.
Yeah. He's got the size they like in their corners now. He's older, but I mean, he's a depth guy. Ball hawk, too. Look at that. 5 picks last year.
Boston College. That's familiar.
Yeah, we're going to go Elijah Jones here. And then since we got the very next pick, we're going to finish this off with Christian Boyd because no one has a problem with that. There. We got our depth. It took forever, but we got it.
A lot of thinking. A lot of discussion.
A lot. All right. You're going to hurry up? I don't care about the grade. They gave us a B-. Don't worry about these grades. The grades don't mean anything. They're false. Most of these rankings are just ridiculous anyway. So, this is the full mock, guys. Make sure I get a good look on the camera there.
The screen.
Screen. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, right there. There you go. Perfect. Steelers trade back from 20 to receive 33 and 39 from the Panthers. Zach Frazier, Xavier Legette, they trade 2 spots down to get a 4th rounder back. Get Bullard, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Tavondre Sweat, then Brandon Rice, Nathan Thomas, Elijah Jones, and Christian Boyd. Solid mock.
Hell of a mock.
Very, very, very decent. I'll tell you what, those first 4 or 5 picks, 6 picks. Yes, first 1, 2, 3.
6, yes.
Yeah, 6 picks are just on fire. Those first 6 picks are on fire, bro. My God. I would have preferred a tackle ahead of that, but, I mean, even still, we already know they're going to start Dan Moore, so. It's one they can push back.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's royally screwed.
Oh, I know. Us fans are really screwed knowing we got to watch them for another year.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe that
Maybe
statement,
not. Maybe not.
Maybe that statement will be false later today. Tonight, actually.
I don't know, man.
Well, not tonight, but tomorrow tonight.
What?
Yeah.
Later tonight.
Well, we still got to go to sleep, so technically the night is still here. When we talk tonight, we're talking the night now, not
When it hits a.m., it's morning.
whatever. That's my philosophy. It's like if it's midnight and I say tonight, I'm talking about the night that was prior to this.
How about you just say later tonight and call it a day?
Because it's still the same meaning. Okay, whatever. We're going off track.
Why are we arguing about this?
Because I don't know.
We argue over stupid shit.
Would you guys feel better if we got Byron Murphy in round 1 and Frazier in round 2? Yeah, I think that'd be nice. That's filling the trenches right there.
Why can't I grab a
And
quarter?
you're getting 2 studs. Oh my God, we're almost out.
I dropped it. Damn it. All right. All right.
All right, well, that's the draft, guys. That's the mock we did. And with that, man, I think you guys did a very, very good job. That's a lot of
I
potential
like
right
that
there.
mock.
You got some late round fucking gems right here.
Loaded with potential.
Loaded with potential. Wow. Look at those fresh faces in the D-line, too. Leal Loudermilk swapped in for Sweat and Boyd. Sheesh. Yeah. But that's it, guys. That will be the last Steelers mock draft that we do this offseason. Hell yeah. Good job, guys. That was awesome. Hell yeah. But with that being said, man, it's 7 past midnight, which means we all got to go to bed. We all got to go to bed because we got to get ready for tomorrow night. We got to get ready for later tonight. We got to get ready for the NFL draft. And Lord knows I need sleep. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's been a long, tough day. Yeah, I won't go into details, but I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Of course.
This was fun. It was a cool getaway from what happened later or earlier today. So we thank you guys for that. We thank you guys for joining us on this final little Steelers draft talk discussion. And as you guys know, we'll be live tomorrow night, later tonight, whatever, later today, tomorrow night for the NFL draft.
Later tonight for the NFL draft.
24 hours from now.
7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
24 hours from now, we will find out who the next Pittsburgh Steeler will be. Insane. It'll be here shortly. So I would say let's all go to bed and let's all just stay in bed until it's draft time so it's here before we know it. Just sleep.
The quicker we get to bed, the quicker the draft will be here.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Exactly. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys as always. And we'll be live tomorrow night where we will be watching the NFL draft. You guys will be watching with us. Appreciate you guys. And we'll find out who the next core of NFL draftees will be. We will find out Caleb Williams will be a Bear. We will find out where Mims will go or
JPJ.
Brian Thomas, A.D. Mitchell,
Graham Barton.
Zach Frazier maybe.
Xavier Worthy.
I mean, so many.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. That's for tonight. Later. Tomorrow.
Later
Tonight, tomorrow, whatever. We're going to get out
How
of here.
many times do I have to tell you?
I'm getting out of here. I'm tired.
It's late.
I'm tired.
It's late.
We're going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much, man. We'll see you guys later tonight for the NFL Live draft stream. So, appreciate you guys, man.
As always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace. What they got brewing, man. What they got brewing.
I don't know, man, but it's something.
He said, we ain't riding. Come on, man.
Let's ride.
Come on, man.
Let's ride.
Oh, man.
Broncos, how we feeling?
Fuck!
I know.
Okay, before we get on out of here, okay, just one more. Please, for the love of God, can we bring this sign down later today? I just want to put that out there. I'm tired of looking at it.
Draft a center.
Come on, man.
Enough said.